Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. I'm your host, Cooley. Tonight is debate night. Let's hop right into it. And y'all see the suit too, man. Listen, new studio, new podcast by the spirit, not by the letter. Bro, we can go verse for verse all day long.
Made over.
Doing new things are okay with understanding the reality that we are in competition with one another. But you ladies think that you're special. You are in comfort. Men are men of their word. So here's my word. I'll fly you out here and we can do it in person. And after that, we could box. I'm about my business. So remember I said, when I ask you these questions, I will dismantle your entire argument. That's the end of the debate, my dog.
I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39.
Belly.
Yeah.
You look 39. It's okay though. That man isn't intimidated by a woman like you. He's annoyed by a woman like you. Because a man doesn't want to date another man. He wants to date a woman. All right, ladies and gents, welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Tonight is open panel debate night. We're not really going to react to too much content. We're just going to hop right into debates. I think I got like one thing that one of the members wanted me to react to, so we're going to go ahead and react to that. But other than that, it's open panel debate night. Anyone can join. We're currently live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. So come on in and join the stream for open panel debate night. As you see, the thumbnail, it shows Atheist and Feminist are welcome to open panel debate night. So I welcome all the atheists in here and all the feminists. I think their worldview is nonsensical, and I'm ready to dismantle all the atheists and all the feminists. So come on up and join open panel debate night. All right. We got a few links in the YouTube description. First link is going to be to join the stream. So that's that link. The second link is going to be for the members. If you like the show and want to support the show, you can do so by becoming a member. We got 3 tiers. First tier is gang. Second tier is hitman. Third tier is mob size. You join any of those tiers, you're locked in with us. And the other links is going to be for the Clips channel and then the social media platform. So the TikTok, the X, the Facebook, the Instagram, you can go ahead and follow me there. All of the TikTok folks, we are currently live on YouTube. So I'm talking to multiple audiences all at once. Shouts out to some of the members already in here right now. I see y'all, and also the mods. We got Wicked Dreams. See you in here. We got Tyga. See you in here, man. Who else we got? We got Dane Snyder. Says, happy anniversary to me and Deej, 35 years.
No Fugazi.
Shouts out to you and Deej, Dane. That's a beautiful thing. Been married for 35 years. I know y'all been through many ups and downs and y'all weathered all the storms. So shouts out to y'all. We got the fallen one in the chat. I see you in here. All the folks on TikTok, whoever wants to join on TikTok, you can do so just by requesting to come on up. As you see on TikTok, we got 2 prompts as well. First prompt, atheists cannot ground logic or morality. Second prompt, feminism ruined relationships. So, looks like we already got some people trying to come on up on TikTok. Let's hop right into it, man. Let's not waste any more time. For the folks on TikTok, I do want you to turn on your camera. So if you can, turn on your camera for me when we're debating. It just makes it a better experience for the audience. Of course, they can see my face. It'd be great if they can see your face as well. To be honest, I don't really give a freak about seeing your face. But the audience, they want to see, who's actually debating. Who is Cooley talking to? So let me see who we got here. All right, yeah, looks like we got a caller up already. Let's not waste no time, man. Let's hop right into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick on YouTube. And let's refresh that. There we go. And let's do that.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate about?
Hi, my name's Anne, but you can call me Onyx Bunny. And what was that other question? Sorry. What do I want to debate about?
Yeah, and your age.
both?
How old are you?
Oh, right, 32.
32. Okay, and what do you want to debate?
Everything.
Okay, so these two prompts here, what would you like to start off with?
You know what? It's the house rules. I don't care. What would you like?
Okay, we can just start off with feminism ruined relationships.
How did I know you were going to say that? Okay, cool.
I mean, if
So
you
since
don't
you
want
chose the
to,
prompt-
we could do atheists can't ground
No. I
morality.
knew you were going to do it.
Okay, well, we could do
Since you
feminism
chose the
ruined
prompt-
relationships.
May I go first since you chose the prompt?
Sure, go ahead. Let me get your argument.
Okay, cool. So, feminism didn't ruin relationships per se. It is the way in which men and women continue to betray themselves in modern society, and then they blame feminism for that betrayal. They're not consistent. For example, feminism says it liberates men and women. Feminism says that we're equal. Feminism says all of the things, and it denies biological reality. Sure. However, if you are truly a man who walks in purpose, if you're truly a woman who walks in purpose, you're not going to fall for that feminist bullshit. What ruin relationships are the people who are in contradiction to themselves. Let me say one more thing. And when I say contradiction to themselves, what I'm saying is the very same men who critique women for being promiscuous and 304s, right, are the same men who are out here racking 100 bodies per month, or at least trying to. No righteous man even has time to do that. It's not feminism's fault. Stop being a victim of the culture, and I land.
Okay, all right. You said a few things there. We'll go ahead and tackle both. I think you had a good 3 arguments there. We'll go ahead and tackle all 3. Let me just write this down of the last thing you said. Give me 1 second so I don't forget.
Of course. And since we're here, there's 100 people. Please don't just be creeps. Tap the screen. Taps are free. If you're enjoying the content, please support No Fugazee so we can get more ops in here. Just tap the screen. I beg. Or I can just leave. Thank you.
Got you. Yeah, everybody that's tuning in right now on TikTok, get the likes up. We're currently live on YouTube and Facebook too. So let's go ahead and so I'm going to just still man your 3 arguments, the 3 I've heard. If I've missed any of them, just let me know. The first argument was it's not that feminism is what ruined relationships. It's that it's the way we betray ourselves is what ruined relationships, meaning that we're not authentic with ourselves and one another. I think that was argument
Absolutely.
1. Is that correct?
Beautifully said.
Okay. Argument 2, feminism. You said that feminism liberates men and women and to be equal and stuff, but that's not really the point of it. Is basically it kind of resorts back to, it seemed like your argument number 2 resorted back to argument number 1 is basically that, we're not being authentic with ourselves and one another.
Right. So this
Okay.
idea of liberation is bullshit. It encourages you to deny biological reality, all of the things, right? And you know that it's wrong. But the men and the women have, especially, the men, have benefited from hookup culture. Women have we're too comfortable. And so you can't have both. You can't be a victim and oppressed and an oppressor. You can't do both. And feminism, it's really easy to be like, it's feminism's fault because it doesn't ask of you to actually take accountability and stand on 10 toes.
Got it. And then your third argument was, the same men that critique women for being 304s, they are also 304s themselves.
Yes, they are the consumers. They're the buyers. They're the ones, supporting their boys, like they're definitely doing their part.
Got it. So let's just start with argument number one. It isn't feminism, really. It's the way we betray ourselves in society. I would say that, well, one of the reasons why men and women betray themselves or portray themselves in a certain type of way is because of feminism. Feminism posits many claims, especially towards women, that women should be independent. They should chase their education and their career and hold off from having a family and children. So this is why women are acting the way that they're acting right now, because of the influence and the indoctrination of feminism to become a boss babe and an independent person. So I think for your first argument, I think that just got refuted.
Actually, it didn't, because women have been, quote unquote, self-reliant since eons. It was other women who helped birth children when we were in tribes. It was other women who made medicine. Women were the ones who took care of farm animals. Women were the ones who were able to sew, do all types of things.
I agree that women definitely did many jobs in society.
Women worked, right?
I agree with that. But real quick, so we don't
expectation for women to work.
Yeah, real quick, so we don't miss the point. My argument is, I agree that you're not refuting my position. You're just making another argument that kind of helps out my position.
Clarifying.
It is true that yes, prior to the suffragettes, and during that time, women were working. They were in a workforce. They was doing nursing jobs and working on farms and doing secretary work and working in daycares and cleaning homes, things of that sort. This does not refute my point that even if it doesn't matter if women are doing those things, my point is that feminism posits many claims that women should seek to be independent. When women back in the day, they weren't independent. Yeah, they were working, they were doing these things, but they weren't independent from a man. They didn't see themselves as being independent from a man. So that's the argument that you have to tackle. Feminism promotes women to be independent boss babes and chase a career in a family, chase a career in education rather than a family and children. So can you wrestle with that argument?
Yes, I would love.
Sure.
I think you're doing a conflation of sorts.
Go ahead. Point out the conflation.
Is it possible do you believe that women would naturally want to pursue those things regardless of feminism being injected into the cultural mind?
Would women naturally want to pursue what things?
The claim that women would prioritize working or their career before family or being independent.
No, because have you heard of the anti-suffragettes? The anti-suffragettes was
what?
women.
Now you're making stuff up? Wow.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
Now you're making stuff up? Wow.
No, I'm not. You've never heard of the anti-suffragettes?
I've never. Have you?
Yes. So you can look this up. The anti-suffragettes was a movement of women, a group of women against the suffragettes, which the suffragettes claimed that women were oppressed being under a house and a man. Women were oppressed, not having the same rights as a man. The anti-suffragettes, they thought that those suffragettes women were crazy and all the things that they were spilling was just lies. So the anti-suffragettes, so basically what I'm saying is refute your claim. The anti-suffragettes was totally against that. They were totally for women not having the right to vote. The anti-suffragettes was over 70% of women was against having the right to vote back in the early 1900s.
Okay, so here's something that's the reason why that's interesting. Hold on a second. The reason why that's interesting is
But listen, what I'm saying is I know it's interesting to you and it's hard for you to refute that because it refuted your previous claim. Your previous claim was, well, wouldn't you think that, women just want to automatically want to be independent and chase a career in education? And I refuted that by saying, no, prior to feminism, the majority of women did not want to chase an education and a career. They wanted to be underneath a man. That totally dismantled your argument.
The suffragettes did not consider themselves feminists. Feminists and feminism didn't enter the lexicon until much later. The suffragettes were advocating for something else. It wasn't the feminism that we know today.
No, it is. Are you under the
women who have schmecks out of wedlock and children out of wedlock are demonic? Both the anti-suffragettes and the suffragees. They're not what we would call feminists, or at least they would not. They would definitely not agree with what feminists do today.
Yeah. So your interpretation of feminism is just incorrect. So feminism is the movement towards egalitarianism, and the originators, the founders of feminism, their entire agenda was to dismantle the nuclear family and patriarchal systems. And they've accomplished that. Prior to feminism, it used to be.
How do you know that?
Well, I'll give you the truth. Prior to feminism, basically in the 1950s, single mother homes wasn't really a thing. It was only about 6% of black homes were single mother homes. Only about 2% of white homes was single mother homes. The majority of families was a two-parent household. After feminism and women moving into the workforce as heavily as they did in prioritizing their education and career, we've seen that the single mother homes, it skyrocketed. Currently, right now in black homes, it's about 70% of black homes, 70% of black children are being raised in single mother homes. And for white homes, I believe it's around either 40%.
Wait. But the stats also, side note, but the stats also show there's a small minority of black men who are fathering those children. Majority of black men don't have children. And also, when we're doing this
what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is when you say that statistic that you just brought up, 70% of black children are raised in single mother households.
Yes.
It is only looking at a small percentage of people, black men,
is looking. No. You're missing the point. It's not looking at. It's looking at the children. The statistic is around the children. So 70% of black children are being raised in a single mother household. Is looking at is focusing on the children, not the man or the woman. Is the children. So 70% of children in black children in America, 70% of them come from single mother homes. That's a fact.
And what I'm saying is, those women are having multiple children with the same deadbeat father.
It doesn't matter. It's about the children itself.
Okay.
The statistic is not about the father or the mother. It's just about the children. That's what it's focused on.
I don't know if you have time to debate that statistic. It's a little bit off topic, but let's just call it a stalemate.
No, it's not off topic. It's on topic, because here's what I'm saying. One of your main arguments that I've already refuted, I'll just go ahead and summarize up how it's been dismantled. Well, it has been refuted. So let me just summarize the refutation so you can understand that I'm not obfuscating or trying to move on. But I'm going to just summarize it. Then I'm going to move on to your third argument, because the second argument was refuted as well within the first one, because both arguments was similar. So again, you said that, well, it's not feminism that ruined relationships. It was the simple fact that it's the way that we portray ourselves. Men and women portray themselves in a very untruthful, unauthentic way towards one another. And then I said, well, the reason why men and women portray themselves in an unauthentic way towards one another is because of the indoctrination of feminism, because feminism is a mass influence to tell women to be independent, right? You don't need a man. You can do battle by yourself and chase a career and an education. Prior to feminism, that really wasn't a thing. Women weren't operating this way. And I gave statistics as far as the anti-suffragettes to disprove all of your claims.
One of the things that you pointed out was majority of women were against feminism. And so
that is true.
What happened? How do we go from 70% to where we are now? over a small generation. You forgot World War II.
I can give you an answer to that.
World War II, you didn't know. It's not just feminism. There were multiple different cultural factors happening at once. Men were being drafted to the war. Women were now having economic access to the market in a way that they didn't have before.
Men have always been drafted to the war. That point is moot because during war times, listen, if it's the case, listen to this. If it's the case during war times, well, it's because of men were drafted to wars, which is why relationships was ruined. No, men have always been the sex to be drafted into wars, and that did not ruin relationships between men and women.
Okay, so when men were drafted into World War II, America was moving out of the agrarian lifestyle and into a more industrialized one. This technological shift was a dramatic one, so dramatic that they actually allowed women to come into factories, which was unheard of. So yes, men were always the ones at war, but in order for us to produce and fight, it required both people to be present in the economy. It's not just feminism, and this is my issue.
No, it's always like that. So think of any war.
Please.
No,
okay.
But I want you to think. You're making a war argument. I want you to look at.
My sentence, please.
You've finished your sentence, but we can have the back and forth. So look at World War I. Look at the Civil War. Look at all of these wars.
Those men weren't drafted.
No, listen. Any war that you can think of, women always participated when men were at war. They participated in the economy to keep things running. That's how it's been since the beginning of time. On all wars, you're not. So if I go off to war, hypothetically, me and you married, I go off to war. You're not going to take on extra duties. Of course, you're going to take on extra duties. Yeah, it's nonsensical for you not.
Chopping your legs off. You're not going to war. You're not leaving me. Sorry.
Wait, what?
What are we talking about? Well, you just said we get married and you get drafted. I'm doing work. The only work I'm doing is sawing your legs in half because you're not going to war, brother.
Okay. So that has nothing to do with what I just said.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you try listening to respond instead of just straw man in my position?
Okay. I'm just doing this because you cut me off and I'm a little annoyed.
Okay, so now you're just being petty.
I mean, I just feel like there's no structure anymore.
No, it's been structure. I've already proved that I fully dismantled your argument, your first argument.
You haven't proved
Let's
anything.
move on to argument number two.
So
argument number three.
All right. Have a blessed day, brother.
Wait, why are you running? Don't run.
No, you got it.
Why are you running?
Don't run. Don't run. Why would you run?
Why are you running?
Don't run.
Why are you running?
Hey, chat, she ran. She ran. Look.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Hey, anyone else that wants to come up and get their arguments refuted, feel free to come on up. We got almost 300 people watching live on TikTok. We got a bunch of people watching live on Facebook and YouTube. So anyone that wants to come up, request to come up, and I will gladly bring you up. You will be the next victim to get refuted. So here's the debate tonight. Atheists cannot ground logic or morality. Feminism ruined relationships. And her third argument was easily refuted. She says that the same men that critique women for being 304s are the same men being 304s themselves. Okay, well, is sex between men and women the same? No. And she would say that it's not. She seemed to be fairly intelligent to a degree of understanding that men and women are different. So I'll give her that. So if it's the case that was your third argument, well, it refutes it right there. Men and women are different. Therefore, the way we operate in the sexual dating marketplace is going to be different. A woman that sleeps around is much differently than a man that sleeps around. Much different. Now, both we can say is immoral, right? And antithetical to the social cohesion in a good relationship, but it's totally different. Most women do not want a man that's a virgin. Most women do not want men that are virgins. Ew, you're a virgin. You don't have any experience. Ew, get away from me. But men, on the other hand, They all want virgins. They would prefer a virgin. The majority of men would prefer to date and marry a virgin. But a woman, on the other hand, she does not want that. Women tend to want an experienced man. I say all of that to say that attraction isn't symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. So just because a woman is a 304, that is different than a man being a 304. I would also take it a step further that men can't be 304s. Men are 304 makers. They make 304s. What's easy is not respected. Women don't have to do anything in order to get sex. In order for them to get sex, they just have to exist. Men actually have to become and work on themselves in order to get sex. You think that a woman is just going to have sex with a broke bum that's fat, sloppy, living in his mom's basement? No, she's not going to look his way. But a dude that ain't got no options, well, he'll take a big old fat, obese, sloppy chick that's living in her mom's basement. The fat, lazy women always have sexual options because men's standards are lower. Women's standards are higher, which means that men have a burden of performance to get chicks. Women do not have a burden of performance. They don't need to do anything or self-improve in order to get sex, in order to procreate. But men do. So, yeah, the third argument was going to be easily refuted. Chick was dumb. All right, let's get some more people up here. See who we got. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate?
Hi, my name's Zainab, and I am 27.
Great. And can I have you turn on your camera?
I'm actually in the UK right now, so it's quite dark.
Okay, you don't got like a little light. You know, like the last lady that was just up, she had her camera on. It just makes it better for the audience. I mean, I'm not, going to judge you based off how you look. I'm just, it's better for the experience of the audience.
Completely understand. It's just quite dark. It's 2 a.m. here, but if I have to have my camera on, I don't mind dropping and just listening to your debates and arguments.
Okay, fair enough. I'll make an exception. That this is women's privilege right here, I guess. Then let's go ahead and what do you want to debate? Prompt 1 or 2?
It was just like number 2.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just coming off the back of what you were saying to that lady. I think she had already dropped off.
Okay.
I think you were speaking about, like, you made some, like, comments like women don't really like virgin men and, like, how it's quite different for men and women, which is true. But I don't believe the saying that women generally don't like virgin men is true.
Yeah, I would say that that's true. If I do a podcast, a dating show where I've had nearly 1,000 women. Well, I actually had more. If you count the dating show virtually and this, I had over 1,000 women. If you look at the other dating podcasts like Fresh and Fit, whatever podcast, and Access Vegas, they had combined just and Just Pearly Things when she was doing hers. So combined, the 5 of us, we had well over 10,000 women as a pool for a statistic to show that the majority of women, they prefer a man that's experienced and not a virgin.
But I wouldn't really say that that's a reliable kind of like study, especially when the majority of the women, or I don't know, a lot of the women that come on that podcast, they tend to be a certain type of women, because from my experience and what a lot of women have said, a lot of virgin women actually do want virgin men. It's mainly women who aren't virgins that don't want virgin men.
And are most women virgins? Because that wasn't my argument.
I mean, I'm not.
Are there more virgins in the world, or and I'm talking about women, not children, but are there more virgin women in the world or non-virgin women in the world?
I'd probably argue there's more non, but I'd probably
Correct.
argue also that some of them are married as well.
Even if they're married, I would say that they still would prefer their husband or their partner, boyfriend, whatever it may be, that they have more experience than them.
I personally don't agree. I think.
Okay, you're just telling me why you don't agree. Let me hear your argument of why you don't agree.
I'm in a sense that whereby I think it depends on the woman. I think a woman who is not a virgin is more likely to also.
We're not talking about women that are not. We're not talking about women that are virgins. We're talking about women that are not virgins, because there are more women that are not virgins. So we're looking from a generality. The majority of women, which are not virgins, the majority of women in the world are not virgins. So out of those women, they prefer a man that is not a virgin.
Again, I don't know.
This point would be irrefutable. Are you a virgin?
We can agree to disagree, because that's not actually a proper study.
Do you prefer a man to be a virgin?
Pardon?
Do you prefer a man to be a virgin?
Actually, I do, because I am one myself.
Okay, so you are a virgin. Okay. I'm not sure how believable that is, but I don't know you, so I guess we'll take your word for it.
I mean,
but this only proves... This doesn't disprove my point. This just proves it even more, simply to say that, well, you're a virgin, so you want a man. You haven't experienced any other men, so you want a man that's unexperienced as well. Totally fine. That can be your subjective preference, but I would still go on to say that women, the majority of women, are not virgins, and they do not want a virgin.
Yeah, that's what you can
and
argue.
And I gave you data that comes from myself and many other podcasts that I've watched and seen, and I spoke to many of these content creators, and they all said that, yeah, the majority of women that come on the show, and a huge majority, like over 90% of women that come on a show, and this is, if you take into account of all of us, it's over 10,000 women. These women do not prefer a man that is a virgin. And I can give you the reasons why.
Oh, yeah, no, of course that's true. But then again...
So it is true.
No, I'm trying to say, like, your study that's not a reliable study. And again,
well, you can use, forget about the study. You can just use inductive reasoning.
Again, but the types of women that go on that show, if we're being honest, they're not like the average women.
Well, no, that isn't true. You say that the average women.
That's not me in my picture.
No, most of my show, the women that come on, they're not doing OF. They're not, they're not sex workers. They're just regular chicks that come on a show. But anyways, I'm simply saying, if you utilize inductive reasoning, you can come to a probability, right? A generality to say that, well, women prefer a man to be taller, stronger, preferably make more money. Women are hypergamous. They prefer a man that is experienced. This is why they are hypergamous. So if women are hypergamous in their nature, then they would want a man that's experienced in all facets, because they prefer quality. If that's the case, then the utilizing inductive reasoning would just tell you that, well, the logical entailment of that would be they want an experienced man, not a man that's unexperienced sexually.
Again, I said we can agree to disagree.
Okay, then what do you want to debate about then?
Oh, maybe like the feminism ruined relationships part. I was just interested to speak on the ending part, but we can speak on feminism.
Okay. You don't think feminism ruined relationships?
I feel like with feminism, it has changed to what it originally was. So I feel like when it comes to like leftist feminism, I do have serious issues with that.
What's the difference between leftist feminism and just feminism?
I definitely say with leftist feminism, it's a bit more like lenient. So, for example, pro-schmeck, can I say the word schmeck's work? Pro-S work. I'll say pro-S work.
Okay.
I'd most definitely say that's extremely detrimental. I'm 100% against it. I want the whole corn industry absolutely demolished.
The adult industry, okay.
Adult industry, sorry. I don't think it's helpful for men and women, and I think it's extremely damaging. But when it comes to feminism, in terms of having an education, I think it's extremely important and very helpful.
Yeah, no, you would just be a feminist. There's no distinction between, there's really not a distinction between first, second, third, fourth wave feminism. There's really no clear distinction. At its core, at its foundation, they all posit the same type of claims. Just the claim that you said that you think is very important for women to be educated and be in the workforce. If that's the case, you're prioritizing the same claims that, women shouldn't be underneath a man per se. They should have their own independence.
Yeah, I think it's quite important for a woman to have her own independence, especially if she's single.
And when women have their own independence, this is what ruins relationships, because they don't truly have any independence. It's just a lie. The only things that they have is what men in society gave them and allowed them to have. So they view themselves as being independent and they don't need a man. But truthfully, in all of their experiences, they need a man, even if they're single. Men, we don't walk around saying that we're independent of women. No, we know that we love our mothers. We know that we are interested in women and want to reproduce with the woman and have a family and things of that sort. We want to leave a legacy behind. But women, on the other hand, they have the need to feel that they don't need a man, which is why they prioritize the wrong things like education and a career, and they hold off from having a family and children, which then they start having a family and children when it's high risk pregnancy. They got to freeze their eggs a lot of the times. And then they end up, with cats and dogs, blaming men for all of their problems because their sexual value in a dating marketplace has decreased because they're 35, 45. So I'm simply saying my argument is feminism ruined relationships is because women prioritize the wrong things. They need to prioritize a man and a family rather than a career and education, because that does not provide true fulfillment. Generally speaking, most women get fulfillment from a man, a masculine man by their side, and their children, looking in their beautiful children's eyes that they're raising. That's what gives women fulfillment. Men and women aren't the same. Men, we get a lot of fulfillment by creating things. Listen, a nigga that created the engine, homie got a lot of fulfillment out of that. Let's say a woman created the engine. It's just a thing. And women tend to have a different biological proclivities than men, like you're higher in estrogen, so you're in your feelings more, and things aren't gonna make you feel good. People tend to make you feel good, which is another fact that kind of moves in within another fact within the point. If you look at the career fields that women go into prior to feminism, prior to the suffragettes movement, women are currently still in basically the same career fields that they are in now in 2026. And in the early 1920s, women were doing nursing. They were nurses. They were in daycares. They were dealing with people, right? Currently, right now in 2026, the majority of women are still in those same career fields dealing with people. They're secretaries, they're therapists, they're in social work, they're getting nursing degrees, they're in daycares. They're basically doing the same things that they were doing prior to the feminist movement. They're doing the same things now. You get what I'm saying? So, I know that was long-winded a little bit, but what do you have to say about that?
Yeah. Oh God, I just wish you broke it up in parts because I kind of forgot what you was.
Yeah, I know. You could have took notes down like I did with the last chick. I let the last chick speak a whole lot and I took notes down. So.
Oh no, because I just thought you would break it up, but it's fine. I think you mentioned that women were doing certain roles before feminism, and you listed like 3.
Yeah. So basically, I said that the same things women. I said this to make a point, right? The same things women are doing now is the same things women were doing prior to feminism. The difference is the ideology and how they view the man. So feminism was to get women in the workforce, to get them the same equal rights to men. But since women have choice, women are choosing to still go into career fields that deal with people rather than career fields that deal with things. Men tend to go into career fields that deal with things like science, technology, engineering, and math. Women tend to go into things like social work, nursing, daycare workers and things of that sort. And all I'm saying is women are still basically doing the same jobs, but it's the way that they view themselves in the economy and in society, and also the way that they view men. Because they view themselves as being independent from a man. Prior to feminism, women were still doing a lot of working, but they didn't view themselves as being independent from a man.
I think it's because they didn't really have a choice. I think that's where like the difference comes from. So I think you were saying like you don't know why. Correct me if I'm wrong, because this was said a long time ago. But you said something along the lines like women feel the need to say they're independent and they don't need a man, whereas men don't need to say that. Is that what you said?
Yeah, men don't view themselves as being independent. We don't even speak that language. Like when men make money, we look for people. We look for dependence. Like when men make money, it's like, oh, okay, I got making $100,000 a year. I can take care of a family. I can get me a woman. I could, pay for the first date and many other dates. Like that's how men tend to look at things. We can provide. When women make money, it's their money is their money. You get what I'm saying? They're not looking to share their resources with a man. But when men make money, they're looking to share their resources with a woman. Women are hypergamous. So when they make money, you make $100,000, you want your man to make $100,000 or if not more. When men make $100,000, he'll date a chick that work at McDonald's. So since women are in the workforce, they're making just as much money as men. They're disqualifying a lot of guys that they should be qualifying for because they're hypergamous.
Okay, but statistically, people tend to date within their tax bracket. So like the guy making $100,000 going for the girl that works at McDonald's, it's extremely rare. People then tend to date within their tax bracket. They tend to date within their education bracket. That type of
that's
scenario
untrue.
is just said within. Oh no, it's very much true.
No,
Can you show
untrue.
me if it's not true?
Yeah, it's untrue. And it's untrue because of this one reason. Women are hypergamous. So you're looking at a small group of women that maybe have a master's degree or a doctorate degree, and they're around these men in that career field or doing that same education, and they're dating those men. The thing is, those women will not date down. But those men, those doctors, those lawyers, those men that have the master's degrees, those men, they will date down. That's the distinction between the two. Women do not want to date down. Men, we don't have a problem with dating down.
Again, I'm just speaking on like the scenario you gave, $100,000 and McDonald's worker. She's less likely to actually see somebody that's making $100,000. She needs to actually get through that door.
No. You're you're incorrect. In the age of technology with social media, average women have access to top tier men. So just a chick that works at McDonald's, if she's cute enough and she's posting some Instagram pictures, she has access to A-list celebrities that make way more than her. Or if not an A-list celebrity, she just has access to higher status men. So you're incorrect because you're not incorporating social media into all of this, dating apps and Instagram.
Okay, but when you say $100,000, I'm not just speaking about celebrities. They're people who make money from a 9-to-5 job, who make money because of their parents. It's not just celebs.
And what's your point?
Like, correct me if I'm not trying to be rude. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think, were you speaking on like single parent families with that lady?
Go ahead and make your point. I'm not really sure what point you're making right now.
Yeah, like single parenthood. I was speaking on like, because I think I've seen you before on TikTok and you're speaking on like single mothers and single parenthood being like an issue in society. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to say something that's not true.
Okay, yeah, that is an issue in society.
Yeah, of course. Do you think women who are single mothers, do you think they are quote unquote deserving of love? Because it seemed like you didn't believe that.
Women that are single mothers, do I think that they deserve love?
Yeah, or if they have value. I think you said they're not as valuable.
No.
I believe that's what you
From
said.
in the dating marketplace, yeah, your value decreases. Men have to create their value, and women have to preserve their value from a dating marketplace aspect. But value as in a human being, no, your humanly value does not decrease if you're a single mom or a single father or something like that. I've never said that.
Of course. And would you class yourself as a man of value?
Would I look at myself as a man of value?
Like, if I was to say, do you think you're a man of value? Do you think you're a high value man? Would you say yes or no?
I have family and children, so I look at myself as being a man that protects and provides for his family and children. And since I protect and provide for my family and children, my family is definitely, they consider me to be valuable, and also my children consider me to be valuable. So the people that I love and admire, I'm very valuable in their lives. So yeah, but what does this have to do with anything? Like, you're not really making an argument here.
No, I was just trying to ask because I would assume you, as somebody who has high value, you would also want somebody of high value as well.
No, the way that I look at value, the way that men and women view value between one another is not the same. So the things that I value in a woman, she doesn't value those same things back in me. It could be some overlap within some of the values, but it's not the same thing. So for you, you want a man to protect and provide, right?
Preferably.
Yeah. Do you think the man wants you to protect and provide?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean,
it's different. We value different things. You just proved my point.
I would actually appreciate if you actually let me finish my sentence, because I let you finish talking.
I literally let you finish all your sentences and you didn't make a point.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's okay.
Are you running?
No, I'm not running.
Okay.
I'm still here.
All right. So what arguments do you have in regards to feminism?
I shared my argument. I said that when it comes to leftist feminism, I think it's an issue.
Yeah, but you didn't make a distinction between leftist feminism. All feminism, all of feminism. The foundation of feminism at its core, it's about dismantling patriarchal systems. And one of the patriarchal systems that feminism that they want to dismantle is nuclear families. Because the suffragettes, the founders of feminism, they viewed women underneath a man, like in a marriage, as being oppressive. So they wanted to dismantle that patriarchal system and all other forms of patriarchal systems. And they wanted to do this while appealing to a patriarchal system. So feminism in it of itself is just a lie. It can never be met. It can never be met. Egalitarianism can never be met because men and women are not equal. So it's just a lie. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, good convo. Let me get some other people up. Have a good one.
Good night or good evening.
I thought something fruitful was going to come from that chat. My bad. But it didn't. I thought something fruitful was going to come from that conversation, but nothing fruitful came from it. She really didn't have any good arguments. Actually, I don't think she had an argument at all. And any arguments that she did had got refuted like that. All right, Atheist, Feminist, come on up. We're live on YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. So everybody on YouTube, get the likes up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the bell icon so you're notified of when we go live, like the video, do that for me. If you want to engage on YouTube, send in some super chats. We got Wit Kid Dreams. He sent in $10. He says, "What's good, Cooley? Let's have a good show tonight. I want to get on the panel with the Feminist. TikTok needs to have a camera on." Yeah, so we had one girl, she came up, she had a camera on. The other girl, I made an exception. She didn't have her camera on. But for the next folks that I bring up, make sure your camera is on, and let's continue. Okay. And also, anybody on YouTube, if you want to debate tonight, just click the link that's pinned in the YouTube comments, or click the link that is the first link in the YouTube description. You can come on up. You can debate me on YouTube. You can debate me about anything you want. If you're an atheist, a feminist, or you just disagree with any of my takes, you can come up and we can debate. All right, let's see who we got. All right. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. And get your name, age. All right. And looks like we're good. Hey, everybody on YouTube, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if you can't. Looks like we had a technical issue on YouTube, but on TikTok, we're good. We're still live on TikTok. Okay, 1. Okay, you guys can hear me. You guys can see me too, right? Okay, everybody can see and hear me. All right, good. All right, let's bring these debates back up. Yeah, where I'm currently at right now, we're having like a storm. So I may be experiencing some technical issues. Okay. All right. Got the Fugazee stream. All right. You are good. Okay, I'm all good. All right, good. Let's bring up some more debaters. Okay. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate?
Cooley, what's going on? My name is Harvey. I'm 33. And what you say? I'm just looking at this one. Atheists cannot ground logic or morality. What you mean by that?
Yeah, are you an atheist?
Yeah, I don't believe in your Bible God.
Okay, fair enough. Like, how do you think, like, what do you appeal to? Do you appeal to science or what?
Hell no, bro. I'm a tree hugger. Like I look at reality.
Okay,
you
look at reality.
I'm one of them guys that, I see it. I don't I ain't one of them guys who go to a burning bush and wait on a burning bush to talk to me.
Got it.
I
So
heard trees, I
what's
put
true
my
to
feet
you
in
is what
grass.
you can observe.
Yeah.
Okay. And the things that you cannot observe are not true.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Can
yeah,
you observe
'cause-
logic?
Of course.
Okay. Well, tell me how you can observe logic and point it out to me because I want to see it.
He said, point it out. No, not that way. I mean, we gain logic through life, right? Through books, through living. We gain logic.
No, I'm talking about logic in it of itself. When we look at the universe, when we observe the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, we see that the sun is the perfect distance from the earth and the moon is the perfect distance from us, which creates life on this planet, and we're in the perfect position in the galaxy. So things are ordered. Things from our observation are ordered in a numeric, logical fashion. So, which means that even if humans wasn't here, logic, the concept of logic would still be here because how everything is ordered. So I'm asking you, logic in it of itself, can you observe that? Yes or no?
I never heard it like that, bro. But I guess not that way.
Okay. So since you cannot observe logic, then you don't believe in it, right?
Oh no, I definitely believe in logic. You know.
Well, then that's a contradiction, man. Because I thought you just said you only believe in things that you can observe, but you can't observe logic, but you still believe in it.
But Cooley, check this out though, bro. Like the thing about the Bible God is, outside of that book, there's no type of representation of it at all. Let's just say if you never read that book at all a day in your life.
Yeah, you're talking about the book. You're talking about a book, but you need to, shouts out to Tiger too, man. I see you in the chat. Cooley just nailed it, and I'm normally a critic. Yeah, I'm getting my reps in here, Uncle Tiger. I'm getting my reps in. So you see the abilities is getting better, my friend. But anyways, to you, TikTok debater, I need you to answer some of these questions. You're trying to move over to the Bible and, give your critiques on that. And we'll get to that. We'll get to any type of critiques. But remember, prompt 1 is atheists cannot ground logic and morality. So I still need you to give me some type of an account or justification on how we have logic and how you can use it and where does it come from. If you use it, you believe in it, but you have no justification for it based off your observation.
I believe intellect is something that you learn to have, through life, bro. Either reading or whatever type of life you live in, this is just something that you pick up. Intelligence is something that you pick up.
Yeah, that isn't an argument, and it isn't a good one. If it's the case that intelligence is just something that you pick up, then the question still remains, you need to be able to give an account for how you can pick it up and how you can use it and how we can understand one another during this debate right now. You need to give some type of good reason, a justification for logic itself instead of just asserting logic into your position as an atheist. You're an atheist. You don't believe in a God, but you just admitted that, logic you cannot observe, and logic.
I don't believe in your Bible God. I believe I am a God. I don't believe in your Bible God.
How are you a God? Okay, if you're a God, what's the 3 laws of logic?
I don't know no 3 laws of logic, but
right, what? You're a God and you don't know the 3 laws of logic?
No. I believe we all are gods. I don't believe in that.
Forget all. You said that you're a God. You're a God, but you do not know the 3 laws of logic?
No, I don't know the 3 laws of logic.
That's a sad thing, man. The 3 laws of logic governs logic and it determines what is logical and what is not. So if you don't even know the three laws of logic, it makes sense why
That's just
the
common sense
sentences
then, bro.
that you've been speaking have been very illogical. But I got to get another caller, man.
What
You're
you
not
just said,
prepared for this
that's
debate.
just kinda simple.
You're not
All right.
prepared for this debate, man. Have a good one. All right. All right, chat. You know, gave him a little chance. I thought he would have something good, you know, but he didn't. Because sometimes you get those people, they don't really, you know, they don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in anything, but they've constructed some type of worldview where they can at least give a decent argument. But he couldn't even give, my son that's 3 years old can give a better argument. It's crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy work. Crazy work. All right, let's get some more debaters up here. And shouts out to Tyga. Tyga, you witnessing the progress. But no, I've dismantled many people with those lines of questions before. You just probably missed it, Tyga. You probably missed it. All right, let's see who we got up here. Okay, let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate?
Dane, 30 something.
I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
Yeah, I said Dane, 34.
Okay. You said your name is Dang?
Yeah.
Okay, Dang. And does your camera work?
Yeah, but I just prefer not to. I don't never really show myself on this platform.
Listen, man, I'm not the most attractive man either. Go ahead, man. We're two men. Go ahead and put yourself up on screen so the audience.
No, it has nothing to do with attraction. It just, I just like staying. I just like staying off camera. I really use this more for like media purposes. And
I see y'all on
self-promotion.
TikTok saying that I destroyed Yada. Yeah, man, I've been had cooked Yada. That was easy work, man. But okay, I'll make an exception for you, Dang, like I didn't made an exception for the last guy. What do you want to debate?
Feminism ruined relationships.
Okay. Are you a male feminist?
Nah.
Okay, so you don't think that feminism ruined? You don't think that feminism ruined relationships then?
Nah, I do believe it is like a contributing factor, but more in my view, it'd be like influence and a mass of information.
So influence and a mass of information ruin relationships, and you don't think that feminism wasn't a huge mass of information and influence on men and women?
Yeah, it definitely played a role, but overall, within the last, I say like 5 years, it wasn't so much feminism. It was, to me, from what I observed, it was people who believe, like so-called had power, people are influenced, people following them and believing that their rhetoric is right or is that feminism is something that's been around for some time. Since the 70s, people have still been getting married, although feminism is prevalent. So I don't think that is the antithesis of the relationships being ruined. I think within our last day and ages, it's just been the fact that anybody could get on in front of the people and have a rhetoric, and enough people adapt that rhetoric. And even if it's something that they don't really believe, they'll still find themselves.
Okay, so then
listening
what's
to
the
that
bad
person.
rhetoric that ruined relationships? If it isn't feminism, the rhetoric of feminist, then what is the bad rhetoric that ruined relationships?
I think it's just I think that's where the mass of information. Everybody having different ideologies.
Yeah,
So not
you're not answering
necessarily
my
one
question
thing.
though.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Not one thing in particular. I think it's been a few things.
Okay, can
Like
you
people,
name those few things?
yeah, like people no longer having a belief system, just too much spirituality, right? Not saying that that's
That would be
bad, but
feminism.
no, spirituality isn't necessarily feminism. But why would you say that?
Most feminists are spiritual type of witches, and they believe in crystals and things like that. They take on some type of subjective preferential belief because they don't want to be underneath a man. They want to be independent of a man. So they try to get rid of patriarchal beliefs like, religion. The three Abrahamic faiths tend to be a patriarchal religions. Christian, the Muslims. I mean, the Jews is kind of basically it still is pretty patriarchal as well. So no, that's true. If the feminists, they normally become spiritual.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
They believe in
disagree with
zodiac
that,
signs and things of that sort.
for sure, I wouldn't disagree with that, but I don't think that's mutually exclusive to feminism. Like if you become spiritual, you're going to become a feminist. I think that most
No,
feminists do
it's not
find-
if you're spiritual you become a feminist. My argument is you're a feminist and you become spiritual and you start believing in witchcraft and crystals and
Yeah,
zodiac
I think-
signs. So my
I
point
think
is
because they're-
if you're talking about influence, right, in the age of information, how everything is information, basically influence, right? My point is, I'm saying that, well, feminism has been one of the major influence on men and women when it comes to them dating and having fruitful relationships, because once again, feminism is the movement towards egalitarian systems for women to have equal rights, to prioritize their education and a career. Now we see the effects of that. These women are educated and they have a career and their standards increase. When a woman is in college, she gets out of college, she gets a career, she making $80,000 to $100,000 a year. She does not want to date down. And I'm saying that ruins relationships because these women, even men don't care about your money. Like, chick, you're a
feminism
2,
or hypergamy?
you're obese and you're non-compliant. You don't deserve a man that's making $100,000 a year also. You deserve
I
the
don't
dude
disagree
that's
with you,
making
but is that
40,000.
Feminism or hypergamy? I don't disagree with you. Is that feminism or hypergamy?
I'm sorry, you said that. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying that, feminism is just pushing women more into their hypergamous nature. Is making them more hypergamous, want more from a man because the more they accomplish, the more they want the man to accomplish. So the average American is not making 100,000.
For sure, I would have to look up again, like directly what is feminism. I don't think that's just necessarily feminism. I think that's women being delusional, right? So there
that's
is
feminism,
an aspect
bro.
of
That's the side effects of women being delusional is caused by feminism.
Okay. So I would say to you, and let me preface this too, bro. Like, yes, I'm here to debate, but I'm not like set on what I'm saying. I just I like.
So you don't
having
really believe the
conversation.
things that you're saying.
No, I definitely believe what I'm saying, but it's like I also am open to different points of
Okay,
view.
you're
And I
open to
know
changing your mind.
with debate. Yeah. And
Okay,
I'm
cool.
cool with debating.
Well,
So
yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at I'm not looking at. I should say, going back to the original statement as far as like spirituality, right? I do believe that those things aren't mutually exclusive, right? Like anyone could be spiritual. However, you do find more feminists being spiritual because it's a place where they could be rebellious, right? Where they don't have to listen to the status quo. However, that's just a to me a spirit of rebellion. You can get that from any person who is, not wanting to go with what they believe is normal or what they believe is doctrine.
Well, do you believe this to be true? Influence creates thinking, thinking creates behavior. Like influence normally leads to the way you think, and the way you think normally leads to the way you will behave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm just saying that feminism is an ideology which was heavily propagandized and promoted in society, which then influenced women and also men to believe that they're equal and they should have equal rights, and that women should prioritize an education and a career, and they can hold off on having family and children. That was the influence. That was the message for over, a good 80 years, right? Since that was the message, then obviously that's going to create how they think, and that's going to lead to how they act.
So would we agree that feminism started because there were a group of women who felt that they were basically not being seen and heard by their male counterparts?
No, women were always seen and heard. Those women,
Okay,
they just
so where
wanted
would
to
we
act
say-
like men. The suffragettes, those women wanted to act like men. They just wanted to rebel. It wasn't a huge group of women. It was the majority of women during the 1920s and the suffragettes movement. The majority of women were anti-suffragettes. They were anti-feminist, and they did not want the right to vote. The majority of women in the United States did not want to. I'm talking about the majority. Over like 70 to 80% of women did not want the right to vote. A very small percentage of women actually wanted the right to vote and wanted to be equal to men, which they can never be equal to men.
Yeah, and then through the process of time, we get up into about the 70s, where that's the I am woman, hear me roar era type time, right? Where they started pushing more like free the nipple, they outside in the streets protesting, and you're seeing that type of spirit out more. Will we agree?
I couldn't, you kind of, on my end, you cut up a little bit. I couldn't really hear what you were saying. Were you saying like that women were sexually liberated and they started to protest and stuff? What were you saying?
Not just sexually liberated. They started wanting more liberation by the 70s. That's when you start seeing them outside in massive protests.
Yeah, well, what's your point though?
So whether it was, the early suffrage groups or the things that were going on in the 70s, were people still getting married? Like, what, the marriage rates going down?
Yeah, marriage rates started to take a decline and divorce rates started to take a rise after no fault divorce.
Okay, would you elaborate more on the no fault divorce? Like, around what time did it happen?
I'm not sure of the time frame, but what does this have to do with your positive claim that feminism did not ruin relationships?
I wouldn't say positive claim. It's just that I look at the whole totality of the thing. I don't think it was just this one thing that destroyed relationships. I think it was.
I'm saying that it's the main thing that destroyed relationships. The main thing. The main thing. Now, social media plays a lot into it as well. I would say like that's one of the second things. But I would say that
a bigger role than feminism, because
but I would say that even with social media, if women were still influenced in a way to respect the man, like think about it. Currently, right now, we're living in a society where men are taught how to treat women, but women are not taught how to treat men. And that's because of feminism. So if we just would take away feminism and still keep social media and the dating apps, this would make things maybe a little bit. Let me finish my sentence.
Go on, bro.
Yeah, I was speaking. Let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm simply saying, and you didn't even make this argument. I'm making this argument against my behalf, on your behalf. So social media, yes, that definitely has a negative impact. But even if we had social media and we extracted and took away feminism, we would still be in a better climate for men and women in relationships. We would have a better climate because it's how women tend to view themselves and how they view men. Women today view themselves as being independent of a man, and also women view men as being just expendable creatures that they don't even need them. When we ask these questions to women on a podcast and things like, would you rather be alone in the woods with a bear or a man? A lot of these women choose to be alone in the woods with a bear because they have a very disdain view of men. And that comes from the indoctrination of feminism, positing many claims that men are the oppressors, the patriarchal systems are oppressive, and women are the oppressed. It's an oppressor oppressed lens. And if you view life out of that lens and you're the oppressed, well, we only got one other sex that can be the oppressor. And this is why most women tend to choose the bear in the woods to be alone with rather than the man. But let me get some more people up, man. Have a good one. Homie got cooked something rotisserie chicken cooking, man. I'm handing out cookings all day tonight, man. Let's get some more people up. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate?
Yes, bro. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're heard. Name and age, and what do you want to debate? And can you turn on your camera for me?
My name is Will. You want me to turn on my camera?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to turn it on, but I'm not going to leave it on. Is that okay?
Yeah, why you can't leave it on?
All right, okay, I can leave it on.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, let me get your name and age, and what do you want to debate?
29, and my name is William. So I completely disagree with when you say that. When you say feminism ruin relationship, I do not agree with that at all.
Okay.
And
do you think that relationships are ruined?
Because
between men and women? Or it's like not,
first
it's
of
not
all,
the same? We're always battling against
no,
one
I do
another?
not agree. I think it's not feminism itself that damage relationship. What tends to go wrong is how people interpret or apply ideas about equality, roles, and expectation. And at its core, feminism is about equal right and agency, not about rejecting relationship and all men. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, if it's about equal rights, and men are the only ones that can enforce women's rights, and women can't enforce our rights, then how is it equal?
In long-term relationship that it
no exists. Did you hear what I just said?
Say that again.
Turn your camera on.
You said, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Say that again. My internet was.
Yeah, turn your camera on, man.
A little bit slow.
Turn your camera on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool.
I'm on. It's on right now.
All right, good. So, yeah, so basically you're saying that feminism is about equal rights. It's not about equal rights. It was never about equal rights because men, we have to sign up for selective service. Women do not. And also all of the rights that women have, they are all enforced by a collection of men. It's not a collection of women enforcing men's rights. So therefore, feminism and things being equal can never be met. It's just a lie.
I mean, I would say that's your personal opinion.
No, it's truth.
And I agree with you.
What type of argument is that's my personal opinion? What the heck? That's not an argument. Give me an argument.
Is that an objective truth or subjective? Okay, we have it. I already gave you an argument. We have a lot of good relationships.
It's objectively true that a collection of men enforce all of the rights that we have in society, and women have to appeal to a collection of men to enforce all of their rights. But the same is not true in reverse. So feminism and egalitarianism is a lie. It's something that can never truly be obtained. We can never reach the goal of men and women being equal because men are the ones to enforce rights. Women cannot enforce any rights. That is a fact. That is objectively true.
Is that applied to all women and all men?
What do you mean? I didn't even understand you. All women, all men, what? What do you mean?
What you said, is it applied to all women and all men together? Or because it doesn't make sense.
It applies
we have
in
women
society.
Okay, what about the women that we have which is way smarter than men and way more successful than men?
What does smarts have to do with enforcing rights? It takes brute strength to enforce a right.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot the way you make it sound like a general idea, like this how it is, like
that's how it is.
A general idea.
Let me ask you a question. So if you say that you have a right to walk down a certain street, okay? You say that you have a right to walk down a certain street, and then I come along and I say that, no, you don't have a right to walk down this certain street. What is it going to come down to?
A fight.
Okay. And I'm going to clearly knock you smooth out. So you're not going to have no right to walk down that street.
What about society and justice?
No, I'm beating you up. You're not walking down the street. So you don't have a right. It comes down to force. It comes down to violence. All rights reduces down to violence. Like who can enforce the right?
Women. Okay, so the way that you're speaking is like if you get into an altercation with women, you will get violence.
What? Where did you get that
like
from? Anything?
Use force.
That's dumb. Well, if I get into an altercation with why would I get into an altercation with the woman? The woman will be in an altercation with herself.
Okay, if you said okay, she's gonna
some
take
audiences.
That route,
come on, TikTok. Why they always restricting me, man? You're thinking about it wrong, bro.
Okay, I mean, I hear you, bro, and I've heard your podcast, but I do not agree when you're making it feel like women has no power, women has no say, women don't have any right.
No, I'm simply saying that the rights that women have, they all come from men. They don't come from themselves. That's what I'm saying. Rights come from men.
They come from women that fuck.
What fighting did women do for rights? They didn't do any physical fighting for a right. They appealed to a collection of men to fight for their rights. You're incorrect, man.
But it's not all about physical. Also, we have intellectual women. We have very smart women back in the 1960s.
Rights? We're speaking about rights. Okay. How can you intellectually enforce a right? Tell me how. So let's say that, all right, let's use the same scenario. You say that you got a right to walk down Johnson Street. I come along and I say that you don't got a right to walk down Johnson Street. Give me your intellectual strategy to enforce the right to stop me from punching you in the face.
The world doesn't work like this anymore.
Wait, what? The world does work like this. Wait, where are you? Are you in America?
Bro. Yeah, but you cannot. Wait,
you're in America?
Go ahead and do what you want.
Are you in America?
Yes, I am.
All right. It don't matter where you was. Sir. I was just wondering. But yeah, it works like that. If you get a speeding ticket and if you don't pay that ticket, the constables is going to physically come, take you out of your home, bring you to the courthouse. Then they're going to bring you to the courthouse to pay the ticket. Then if you do not pay the ticket off, If you get they're going to suspend your license, and then you driving on a suspended license, you get pulled over. They're going to physically put you in jail for driving on a suspended license and for not paying off the ticket. So everything, the smallest thing, even a parking ticket reduces down, or a speeding ticket reduces down to violence, force. If you resist being forced into jail, they're going to beat you up and they're going to put you in handcuffs, throw you in a police car, and throw you in a jail cell. Every little thing, every rule, regulation, and right reduces down to force. You're just incorrect. You don't understand the reality of the world.
But it's a process, though. It don't just happen like that. It's a process. First of all, you have an option.
What?
They don't just. Yeah, it's a process. You have an option. You can pay the ticket. You know what I'm saying? You have.
No.
What
if you don't want to pay the ticket? So look. The threat of force. Stop it. The threat of force makes you pay the ticket, because no one would pay a ticket if they wasn't threatened to go to prison.
I paid the ticket because I'm civilized. I know. It was my fault. I made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in a society.
I know you lying. If there wasn't any consequences for not paying a ticket, you not paying a ticket. Because you look like you late on your bills as well, nigga. You probably didn't even pay some of your bills. So I know you not paying a ticket. And that's why you laughing. You like, yeah, this nigga spitting. I'm late on a couple bills right now.
I'll pay the ticket, bro. Nah.
Hey, what you look? That's why you laughing. Be honest. I know you late on one of your bills right now.
Nah.
What you saying? Talking about nah. Yeah, you is.
Nah, not even Spotify.
Don't lie to me, bro.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. But I feel you though. I feel you.
So
I feel you though. I'm gonna
argument is simply this.
Let you keep the ball rolling, bro. Respect, bro.
The argument, yeah, I'm not trying to disrespect you. It's just jokes. And thanks for being a good sport and not being sensitive, because some dudes get sensitive. But the argument is simply this, man. You're saying, I'm basically saying that feminism is a lie, because feminism makes claims for, it's the movement towards egalitarian and to dismantle patriarchal systems, but they still have to appeal to a patriarchal system to enforce their rights. So it's just nonsensical. It's like a dog chasing its tail in a circle. Like you're just never going to get met. It's something that can never be accomplished, because they still have to appeal to a patriarchal system for all of their rights, even though they want to dismantle the patriarchy. So it's dumb.
I feel you, bro, but I think women deserve their flowers as well.
Women are great. Being in the kitchen, cooking food, being underneath a man, usually not speaking a whole lot, speaking when they're spoken to, being caretakers, being good listeners, and doing laundry, folding clothes, giving back massages, doing more cooking, having babies. We can't, continue to have a society without babies. So they're great at that. They're great at a whole bunch of things. They're just not good at the things that men do. They're not good at keeping up the infrastructure, the lights on, the roads fixed, houses being created. There's not a group of women that built a house. No, a group of chicks ain't build a house. And if they did build a house, all of the supplies came from things that men built and men made. So yeah, just Google that. Has women built a house from scratch and got all of the appliances themselves and built it themselves? No, they haven't did that, never in history. Chicks can't even build a house from scratch.
This is not their
Niggas
role.
been building houses since the beginning of time.
But
there's things that they're good at, and there's things that we're good at. We're different, bro.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
All right, man. Let me get some more people up here, man. Peace.
All right, bro. Respect, bro.
Respect. All right, man. All right. Freaking TikTok. I'm always getting banned on TikTok, bro. How they gonna ban me? I'm still live, but I got 132 people up here on TikTok now. I had basically 300 people up here. Freaking, they restricted access. So basically, someone is going to have to search in my name in order for this TikTok to be seen. Whatever. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age. What do you want to debate?
Eric, 37. And talk about that feminism ruined relationships.
All right, a lot of feminism debates. Are you atheist too or no?
I'm an agnostic.
Okay, well, prompt 1 works for you too, but we can go to prompt 2. All right, so, why do you think feminism didn't ruin relationships?
Because that's an opinion. That's not a fact.
Okay, and how do you know it's not a fact?
Because how do you quantify? How do you measure that? How do you know that? Did you get the evidence? Like, what evidence do you have of that?
How do you know that it's not a fact? How are you putting the onus back on me? You said it's not a fact. I'm asking, how do you know it's not a fact?
And how do you define ruined? That's so subjective. I mean, I know you're smug about it. You're like Diet Andrew Tate, but that doesn't.
You're like Diet Andrew Tate.
That's cool, man. I could tell you're coming from a place.
Why don't you turn your camera on so we can all see you? All right, you look like freaking the dude from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventures over here talking about. I look like the Diet Andrew Tate. This guy.
I can tell you're coming from. I can tell you're coming from a place of hurt, man. Like you kind of scoff.
I'm coming from a place of hurt.
Dominance.
Okay, fair enough, man. We can do the ad hominems all day, and
you did that.
You prefer that? Test. Okay, we can do that. Go ahead.
I mean, the posturing's funny. The posturing's funny.
The posturing is funny. Okay, Curly Sue.
What is there an echo?
Why do you have curls? Why does it look like you have a just for me curls in your hair? Did you curl it yourself with a curling iron?
Why do you got like a knockoff Drake beard, man? I mean,
a knockoff Drake beard?
We're gonna ask non sequitur questions like that.
Do you even have an Adam's apple?
I mean,
hey, this guy looks pathetic. You look pathetic, man.
Back at you, man. I can tell you're projecting and you're coming.
This is not a projection.
Look, I believe you believe that.
Okay. You believe that? Okay. You believe that I believe that.
Okay. All right. Like it's the phoniest shit ever. I feel sorry for you. I do.
Okay. You do.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
What is there?
Well, since you're not good at rhetoric and you don't have any good jokes, how about we just stick to the debate then? All right. So obviously you believe that feminism did not ruin relationships. So explain to me how it didn't.
Because you can't that statement alone. You can't measure that. You have no.
Tell me how it didn't.
No. Acknowledge what I just said.
No.
I know you laugh. I know you're nervous.
Then you have to measure how it doesn't.
Which relationships? Which ones? Were there studies? There's no evidence. There's nothing
it's
further
general.
to discuss.
It's a general statement.
And that's the problem. There's nothing further
general
to discuss.
statement.
This is you stating I know it is.
Yeah.
Good for you. You nailed that. That's the end of the discussion. That's your opinion. That's not a fact. There's no evidence. You haven't measured.
How do you know? Time out. How do you know it's not a fact?
If you heard what I said, there's nothing further to discuss.
No, you did. You're making assertions on how it's not a fact.
Good job.
How do you wait? I've never said that it's a fact, but you're asserting that it's not a fact. So I want you. The onus is on you to explain how it's not a fact. How is it not a fact? Well, I didn't make the claim that it is a fact. You made the claim that it's not a fact. So then the onus is on you to give some type of system of measurement and demonstrate. Stop it. Listen, you need to demonstrate how it's not a fact.
Right. I don't need to do anything.
Wait,
there's a difference between
how don't you? You made the claim. I'm asking you to demonstrate it.
I already did. And if you're an
no, you did not.
I believe you believe.
Okay, so listen. Did I say that this statement is a fact? Yes or no?
You didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Now, did you assert? Listen, stop it. Did you assert that it is a fact? No, answer this question.
It's easy, dude. You straw man.
Did you assert that this is a fact?
Doesn't mean that statement is not. It's not a real statement.
Can you be honest? Did you assert? Because we need to see if you're honest here.
I was going to.
Okay, got it. Now the question is: did you assert that this statement is not a fact? Yes or no?
What I'm saying is
No, don't run.
What you're doing,
Why are you running?
What you're doing is you're asking.
Why are you running?
Don't run. Answer the question.
It's not running.
Don't run. Answer the question.
It's not running.
Wait, why are you running?
Hold on, it's not
Why are
running.
you running?
It's not running.
Why are you running?
Don't run. Answer the question. Did you state that? Listen, stop. I'm going to restate the question. Let me restate the question.
Because you restate it doesn't mean my answer is going to change.
You didn't answer it though.
I already gave you your answer.
The statement feminism ruined relationships? My question is, did you state that is not a fact? Yes or no?
I said that that's an opinion. That's not a fact.
Okay, so then you did state that is not a fact. Yes?
It's not a fact. I already said that.
Okay, is that a yes?
I already said yes. I never said that.
Yes, got it. So you said that it is not a fact. So therefore, the onus is on you, you dork, to prove how it's not a fact. You are a loser. You're a loser. You're an idiot. You have low IQ. You fail at logic. You don't know how to think logical.
You come from a place of hurt, so you project on the other people.
You come from a place of hurt, so you project. Listen, bro, I know that you are hurt. Why do you have curls in your hair? And why every time you talk, why does your bottom jaw move side to side like this?
I've ever heard, dude.
Why does your bottom jaw? Are you off the cocaine? This dude is off the cocaine, chat. He's off the cocaine.
He's been personally attacking all of his guests.
Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes.
He's the biggest hypocrite.
Live visibility. Oh man, they trying to stop trying to restrict my live. Someone tried to restrict my live. Maybe it is restricted. But anyways, homie is off the cocaine. He was talking like this. And his jaw moving side to side. Listen, bro, you look pathetic, man. He looks pathetic. First he came in. He had no argument for prompt 2. He came in and said that is not a fact. And then he wanted me to show that it is a fact. I said, well, that's not my claim. You said that is not a fact. So the onus is on you to demonstrate how prompt 2 isn't a fact. Homie got cooked. Looking like a generic freaking Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. What's the Keanu Reeves? He looks like freaking Keanu Reeves from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. Homie looked horrible, bro. Horrible, man. It's crazy work, man. Crazy work. All right, let's get some more people up here. Let me see if I got any super chats on YouTube. Get the likes up, chat. Get the likes up, man. Are you not entertained? We got BB sending in $10. He says, if women's only value is to have babies, why are women not having babies? Question. Imagine the effect of society if men stopped using their strength. Bars. That's a fact. That is a fact, man. Okay, I got 2 restrictions on TikTok because the haters are trying to restrict me. So, okay, we got current live restricted for some audiences. Okay, whatever. Then we got another restriction. It says live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes because your live does not comply with or for the feed eligibility standard under our community guidelines. Whatever. It says it's under harassment and bullying. I did not bully no one. Come on. If anything, he was trying to bully me. I bullied the bully. He came in here making the ad hominem attacks first, and then he got cooked. Why is TikTok always doing this to me? Whatever. We got more people backstage. Let's bring some people up. All right. So, and anybody on YouTube, if you want to come up and debate, it's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. Just click the first link that's pinned in the YouTube comments, or click the link that's the first link in the YouTube description. Dang, they do got me. Okay, we got somebody coming up. All right. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and turn on your camera.
Yeah, my name's Justin. I'm 25.
What's up, Justin? Let me get your camera on, man.
Camera?
Yeah.
I can't do that, bro.
Why not?
I still want to. Do I have to?
Yeah, man. It's like the audience, they it's not for me, nigga. I don't care how you look. I'm a man. It's for the audience. The audience wants to see two people speaking. They don't want to see me speaking to a ghost emoji or to a ninja emoji. Okay, this guy got off. Whatever. Dork. Maybe I used the word dork too much and I got restricted off TikTok. Who knows? That could be a reason, chat. That could be a possible reason. All right. Where we at? Hey, everybody on TikTok, we got still over 120 something people in here. Come on over to YouTube. It's No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube. You get a much better experience. I read your chats out loud. Your chats come up on the screen. It isn't just like a black screen behind me. It's a whole professional studio. The audio quality is better. The visuals is better. Everything is better. So No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube. Come there. Also, anyone that wants to debate tonight, we got 2 prompts. Atheists cannot ground logic or morality because they're dumb. They believe in things that they cannot justify. So that's prompt 1. Prompt 2, feminism ruined relationships. I think a majority of the debates has been about prompt 2, which that's fine. We can still debate that. But if there's any atheists up here, don't be scared, man. Click the link, request to come on up to join right on TikTok. I'll bring you up. Anybody on YouTube, you could just, click the links on YouTube to come up. I got you. I got you. All right, let me see if I'm missing any other super chats. I think I'm good. I don't think I missed anything. Let me check over here real quick. Let's check if I missed anything. Nope, looks like we're good. Didn't miss any super chats. Come on, chat. Everybody on YouTube, donate, support the channel. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and end stream. Right? The more you guys support, the more I live stream, the longer I live stream, and the more people I bring up for debates. But you guys got to support the channel, man. We got Dane in the building sending in $2. He says, can we come up on a Tiki-Taki panel? Might help. Yeah. Come up on TikTok and I'll bring you up on TikTok. So Dane, if you're going over to TikTok, just go to No Fugazi Podcast on TikTok and I'll just bring you up and you can be up while I debate other people up on TikTok. We got BB sending in $10. She says, TT equals femisphere. I'm coining this term now. Women be like, I feel he needs to be canceled. Yo. Crazy, bro. Crazy work, man. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still, let me see how long I'm banned for on TikTok. So we still got on TikTok over 100 people watching, but it can't be searched. So it's like out of the search engine, I guess. You just got to go to my name. Got to go to No Fugazi Podcast. We got ML Raw sending in $10. Appreciate the support. He says, do you have any live debates coming up? So, good question, man. I do not have any live debates in person coming up. I am working on a few So I'm working on. So DebateCon is going on, and it's the end of July. DebateCon. It's around like July 24th. It's like that weekend, July 24th, July 26th. DebateCon in Dallas. So I'll be there. Like I'm at most of the debate cons. I'll be there. So I'm trying to set up a few in-person one-on-one debates while I'm in Dallas. So that's going to be coming in July. And I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to set up at least 2 of them. So you guys look out for that. As far as like one-on-one debates, I have one, not next week, but the week after. Is going to be a debater that was on Jubilee. So it's going to be a one-on-one debate, and it's going to be an atheist that I'll be debating. Look, man, a lot of people are scared to debate. That's just the thing. Like, they be scared. They don't truly want to debate their worldview and the things that they believe. So we do these open panel debates because people can just pop on, argue, and pop off, right? So it's a little bit more convenient for the people that truly don't have a grounding for their worldview to come on. But to do like a one-on-one debate, bro, they don't want to do that. When you're equipped with tag and you're equipped with force doctrine, they don't really want to do that, man. Like, we get these haters on the left. They be talking, right? But they don't want to do these one-on-one debates in person, man. When you're equipped with good arguments and a solid worldview, it's hard. They just want to bicker about Trump. That's all. Listen, fair enough. I don't agree with everything Trump does at all, right? This term has been his worst term so far. But that's all they want to bicker about. Let me see. 20 minutes from Dallas. Sliding through. Yeah, man, slide through. And also, if anyone is from Dallas and they have a studio, let me know. Because I need a place to set up shop for these one-on-one debates. And I'm also thinking about doing a girl show out in Dallas. Like I did for DebateCon that was in Nashville. Me and Jake, I did a dating show with Jake, which was good, but the quality of the studio that I had, man, it just wasn't good. Like the audio was bad, the visuals was bad. So like, if you're in Dallas, man, I'm looking for a good studio, and I'm gonna pay for utilizing the studio. So let me know if you're in Dallas and you have some availability at the end of the July. We got Dane Snyder sending in $10. He says, I'm gonna Facebook message you a link about how to stream 2 computers so your YouTube audio and TikTok audio will go to both. One PC to TikTok. And yeah, I know it can be done. I know it can be done. So yeah, I'm down. Dane, yeah, let me know. I know it can be done I never use OBS though. Like my one producer, he's good at using OBS, but when we're not doing the girl shows, like, man, I don't really care about using OBS. I just use Restream. We got Puzzle Man. Oh, not Puzzle Man. Pizzle Man sending in $5. I appreciate the support. All right, we dry right now because we got to get past this 10 minutes, this 10-minute ban on TikTok. Cooley the GOAT. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. All right, man. Anybody on YouTube that wants to come up and debate, come on up. Let's get some of these YouTube debates popping off. Since currently right now, TikTok, we're like shadow ban. Oh, nope. I think we're off the shadow ban now. I think the 10 minutes may have passed because we got a bunch of people that just requested to come up. All right, let's see. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate?
Yeah, just call me Plastic, 22. And I want to debate number 2.
All right, and can you turn on your camera?
I have to turn it on.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do I have to, though? I'm kind of multitasking.
Dang, bro. Like, it's for the audience. It's not for me. Nigga, I ain't gay.
I know, but like my phone's like flying on the desk right now, bro. It's like on the desk. So I really have to show myself, bro. Like,
dang, bro. Like, just be a man. I'm showing my face. Why can't you show your face too?
Bro, I'm non-binary. I'm not a man, first of all.
Oh, you're non-binary?
Yeah.
Got you. So you're not a man nor a woman?
Nope.
You're a thing?
I am a non-binary, like I just told you, bro.
So are you an it?
No, I'm they, them.
How do they means many?
Yes.
Are you multiple people in one?
No, I think you're being obtuse, bro. That's
not obtuse.
Non-binary. I'm a they, them, okay? It's just a pronoun. You never like, have you ever like...
they implies like many. When I'm like, yo, they over there, that I'm talking about a bunch of people.
That's not.
I'm talking about more than one
person too. Yeah, when you use it for one person too, when you talk about.
If I say them, I'm not talking about like just him, like one singular. I'm talking about like it's many.
All right, so like if someone never like talks about like a gender, like if someone says, "Oh, they went over there," like, "Oh, a person went over there," they just say they or them. They won't say like the gender. You never heard of that before? Like
so real? No, I never heard of that. So like, let's say it's just you and another person that's in a room, and then you walk out of that room, and then another person enters that room and says, "Hey, where did he go?" You wouldn't reply and say, or the person wouldn't reply and say, "Hey, they went out of there." No, they would say that he went out of there, or they would say your name, Plastic went out of there. They wouldn't
like
say they or them.
Yeah. But if someone left their bag in a garage and they didn't know who left it, they would just say, "Oh, someone left their bag." They wouldn't say he or her. They would just say their bag. They, them. You see where we're going now?
Yeah, but they would say someone left a bag.
Their bag.
Someone left a bag. Someone left a bag.
Wait, you don't think they would say their bag?
Well, even if it's their bag, that's still referring to one, not they.
Duh, that's the point. So I'm a single person, right? Yeah, I'm a singular person.
Wait, I just thought you said that you were they, them.
We just established that they is also a singular pronoun, bro. What are you doing?
No, well, explain to me how.
We just proved it. I just said.
No, you said their.
Yes.
Not they. Pronoun. What are you talking about?
What? Are you okay?
I'm okay. What are you talking about? Do you understand the difference between... Wait, time out. Listen, bro. Do you understand the difference?
That's a form of they. Do you understand how pronouns work?
It's a form... No, it's not a form of they meaning as many. It's a form of talking about a singular person.
Serious? Are you trolling or are you just like this dumb?
No, it's not a troll. I think that you are nonsensical and you don't know what you're speaking about. For someone to refer to themselves as they and them, that's not speaking about a singular person.
It is.
Okay, well, we just went through it. You want to go through it again?
I refer to myself as they and them, so I'm a single person, right?
No, let's try it again. You ready?
I mean, if you're ready, sure.
All right, cool. So if me and you in a room, and I walk out of that room, and then someone else enters that room, they say, "Hey, where'd Cooley go?" Are you going to say they left the room?
No.
What you going to say?
I'm going to say he because your pronouns are he, him.
Wait. What are you talking about? He or him?
Yeah, you're he, him.
A he, him would be a singular, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Now, you wouldn't say they because that would be equal many, right?
No, that's not the reason why I wouldn't say that.
Wait, why wouldn't you say that?
Because your pronouns are not they, them.
Okay, let's say That is not a pronoun. It's the English language. They refers to many, bro.
Dude,
they They refers to more than one. You're an idiot.
That is a pronoun. Are you being serious?
Pizzle Man, I see you. Cooley, you got to do the Jesse Lee Peterson show. Yeah, it's in the works, bro. It's in the works, actually. Back to you, though, bro. Anyways, you lost this point.
Do you know what a pronoun is?
But let's go ahead and get to feminism ruined relationships. So basically, you're a gay man.
Wait, why are you ignoring me? Can you define pronoun for me?
Yeah, let's get back to the debate, bro. You lost that entire argument.
We're already debating it. I'm just asking you.
No, we're not, man. So feminism ruined relationships. Right. So let me get your argument for why feminism.
So your audience, like just for your audience, for Cooley's audience, you guys.
No one's running from anything, bro. You look pathetic right now. No. Actually, you're running from the debate.
Yeah,
Why are you running?
You're actually running. Why are you running? The debate. You lost the whole pronoun debate, and now you're running from
Wait, why are you
this debate.
Saying that I lost does not mean I lost. By the way.
No, you actually totally lost.
Oh, how is that? How is that?
Every example I gave, you kept on referring to the person leaving the room and another person asking you where the person went. You're referring to them as either singular or their name. You're referring to the person as singular or their name.
You just said them.
Because I came up, I did the example many different times.
That's crazy. It's almost like you just proved.
Wait, time out. Did I do two examples? And I said every time you referred to the example, it's multiple different examples. So what are you talking about?
You just said them. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Are you gonna go ahead and answer the question why feminism ruined relationships or no? Or I got to get someone else up here.
Can you answer the question like why did feminism ruin relationships? That's your proposition.
Okay. So we're gonna try this one more time, and if you don't do it, then I'm gonna have to boot you. Away? So let's try this one more time, right? So you said you wanted to debate prompt number 2. The prompt is feminism ruined relationships. My question to you is, why do you think that feminism didn't ruin relationships? Don't ask me a question. Answer my question.
Because I've been in a 5-year relationship and we're both feminists and it hasn't been ruined.
Okay, you're in a 5-year relationship with a man or a woman?
Woman.
Like, does this woman have a vagina?
Yes.
Oh, the woman has a vagina? Was this woman born with a vagina?
Yes, bro. Like, what the fuck?
So it's a female?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you're not a man?
No, I'm a non-binary.
Oh, are you a male?
What's a male?
You got a penis?
I mean, yeah.
Is your chromosomes X and Y?
Yeah.
Are you a male?
Yeah, I'm a male. I'm biologically, yeah, I'm a male.
So when I asked you the first time, you said, "What's a male?"
Bro, why are you you trying to do like?
Bro, why you? Bro,
go back to the debate. You asked me what my I told you I'm a non-binary, but yeah, biologically I'm a male.
So if you're a male, are you a man?
No.
Wait. Well, what do you mean you're not a man? If you're a male, how can't you not be a man?
Because gender is a social construct, bro.
Oh, okay. So gender is a social construct. All right, I got you.
Yes.
So man does not refer to male?
Not anymore, no.
Where in history has man
but it's
ever not been referred to a male? An adult male.
For instance, I know someone who transitioned from, he's a female, but I call her a man because, I mean, no, wait, fuck. Yes.
Yeah, see, look, you don't even know what you call the it. You don't even know what to call it.
I just told you I call her a she and her, but she is someone who used to be, they're a biological male. So I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Gender and sex are different.
So what's the distinction between gender and sex? Like
Gender
what's
is
the
more of an
distinction
identity.
between man and male?
Yeah, okay, so like for male or female, it just refers to like the chromosomes that you were born with, the sex chromosomes. And that's all it really is. It's just a biological function of the Y and the X, whatever, blah blah blah. And gender is just social, it just refers to your social
So like your personality.
it more refers to like the expressions you have of
like
either
personality,
masculinity or
right?
femininity.
Like your personality. That's what you're saying. You're saying that gender refers to your personality, what you feel and think in your mind, your personality.
No, not really. It just refers to expression, things like that. I wouldn't say personality.
Okay, expression. So what you express out to society, how you behave, your behaviors.
Yeah. Sure, let's go with that. We can go with an identity term or just like an expression.
Okay, an expression, identity term or an expression. So like, let's say if I walk on all fours and I bark like a dog, can I say that I'm a dog?
No.
Wait, why not?
I mean, I thought you said you went to debate about number 2. And now we're debating about gender stuff.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why you running, bro?
No. So you just said.
Listen, bro, why you running? Listen, why you running? I just asked you a question.
Hold on.
From your logic, no. Listen, from your logic, if gender is just an expression, your behaviors, you said, yeah, you can just call it like, how you behave. So if I walk on all fours and bark like a dog, can I call myself a dog? Can I be a dog?
No.
Wait, why not?
Because dogs are an actual species.
But men and women, they are different within the human species. There's a distinction between men and women, male and female, but why can a man call himself a woman and a woman call herself a man if it's just their behaviors? If a woman talks in a deep voice, wears baggy clothes and acts like a man, if it's okay for that female to call herself a man, why can't me as a male call myself a dog if I walk on all fours and I bark? Roof, roof, roof.
I just told you.
You probably bark like this. Roof.
I told you, bro.
Hey, yo, chat.
It's a social construct.
Look, he barked like this. Roof.
Bro, why? Okay, I thought you wanted to have a debate. What's going on here?
This is called rhetoric, bro. This is called you being cooked. You getting cooked. This is
you don't even care about the actual debate. You just want to make fun of me.
Listen, bro. Turn on your camera.
Why would I do that after you just embarrassed me in front of like?
Oh, you're sensitive. Are you hurt?
Wait, hold on. Like you're just running away from the actual debate at hand.
No, we're debating. Feminism ruined relationships, and you are proving the point that you've been indoctrinated via feminism to believe that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. This is why I'm sure your chick, while you're at work, she gets piped down by a real man that understands the clear distinctions between men and women. Your chick that you in a relationship, she gets piped down by a real nigga. I guarantee you that.
Bro, aren't you supposed to be Christian? Like, what are you doing right now? This is crazy.
Are you supposed to be Christian? What are you doing right now?
Bro, you're immature.
You believe you can't critique me on anything when you believe that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. You just said that you're non-binary. And you think that you have a position and a worldview and motives and beliefs to critique me? This is you getting cooked, my friend.
I already answered your question. All you're doing is making fun of me. But we can go back. We can go ahead and debate about this again. Look, I already told you can be a female and identify as a man. But in the case of a dog isn't a gender. What is that? What is a dog actually?
Dog is an expression. What do you mean? It's my expression. It's my behavior. Remember, you said.
Do you have any sources to back that up?
You said behavior, right? Once again, I said, well, then what is gender? God. I said, is gender like a personality? You said, well, not necessarily a personality. It's more of an expression. I said, an expression of what? You said an expression of behavior. So if it's the case that gender is an expression of behavior, then I can walk on all fours and bark like a dog. Therefore, I am a dog under your worldview. The logical entailment would lead to me barking like a dog and being a dog.
That's not even my worldview.
That is your worldview, bro.
is really not okay. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this again. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, gender expression is all about how you present your identity to the world. Okay.
Okay, I walk on all fours and bark like a dog. What am I?
Okay, what's a dog? I just tell you what gender was. What's a dog?
Wait, can you tell me what a man is?
Yeah, I can tell you what a man is.
You already told me.
First,
if man and women are in a category of gender, and gender is an outward expression of behaviors, then therefore dog can fit into that category as well because it's an expression of outward behaviors. Men.
No. Where'd you get that from?
That's you. I got it from you. I'm doing an internal critique on your position.
You didn't get it from me. Whoa, you didn't get it from me. I never said that. Where'd you get that from?
Wait, I thought you just said that gender.
No, I didn't say dog is just an expression. What are you talking about?
Well, so a dog is not just an expression?
No.
So what's a dog?
All right. Okay, you wanna know what a dog is?
Yeah, what's a dog?
Sure. I mean, look. It's a species, right? So
what's a species?
It's going to be a carnivorous mammal. It's classified as like a subspecies of.
Okay, and what's that?
Wolves.
How do we know that that's that? We would only know that it's a species and an animal based off what? Its behaviors, right?
No.
But how will we know?
Actual biology, like you can actually trace the DNA and stuff.
Okay, so we can trace the DNA. It's an actual DNA. So
we can actually, scientifically back that up.
Okay, so I'm a rockwaller.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm a rockwaller. So a rockwaller is a species of dog, and I'm a rockwaller. I behave like a rockwaller.
That doesn't make you. Is your DNA of a rockwaller or what?
Well, is the male that acts like a woman is his DNA? Of a woman? No, he has an XY chromosome.
No, but gender doesn't necessitate DNA. And also,
okay, so if it's the case that gender doesn't necessitate DNA, then why can't I walk on all fours, bark like a dog, and act like a rockwaller?
Because, well, first of all, males and females both share 22 pairs of chromosomes. They both have X and Y.
Okay.
And wherever else. But man and woman aren't even like female and male. Like man isn't defined as a male and female isn't defined as a woman, especially under sociology. But if you want to talk about dogs, like that's an actual biological category. Whereas
dogs have X and Y chromosomes as well.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just letting you know, dogs have an X and a Y chromosome as well. So
no reason.
I didn't say that for any reason. I'm letting you know based off of what you said.
For you to say that.
Let me finish, man. Based off what you said, you're saying that a male and female, there is a biological difference between male and female. But then as far as man and woman, this isn't based off of the biology, it's based off of their outward expressions, how they behave. Correct?
Yeah, self-identity and things like that.
Self-identity and stuff like that, right? Self-identity and things like that. What they self-identify as and how they socially behave. That's what determines if you're a man or a woman. And I'm simply saying, based off of that logic, then if as a male, I behave like a rockwaller, which is in the animal species dog category, if I behave like a rockwaller and walk on all fours and bark like a rockwaller, then therefore that's what I identify as, and those are my outward behavior expressions. So then I would be that.
That's not even analogous. What are you doing?
That would be analogous based off of what you just said.
We just went over this. Like,
bro, we just went over it. I know.
Yeah. So listen this time.
Okay, I listen.
Okay.
There's
an actual taxonomy when it comes to like dogs and things like that. It's like a family Canidae or something like that. What do you call it?
Okay.
And,
I know.
And dogs derive from wolves. Like there's like a biological adaptation that comes from wolves.
But listen, there is a biological males, they have their biological and it's different from females. So why can a male say that he's a female and a female Why can
No,
a
they can't.
male say that he's a woman and a female say that she's a man, but me as a male, I can't say that I'm a rockwaller? Where's the distinction
Because
between
gender is a
that if it's
socially
all
constructed category.
behavior expressions?
Because gender is a socially constructed category. We just went over that.
Yeah, but if the category, you're missing what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. And please listen, because you've got refuted easily. So
No,
I'm going to let
I
you know
didn't.
how
You've
your
been terrible
entire
this whole
position
time.
was destroyed. Listen to this clear, right? I'm going to
Yo,
repeat
saying
it
I
back.
got this true
Just
does not make
listen.
it true, by the way. But go ahead.
Just give me 30 seconds here. Your position is
30
simply
seconds.
this.
It's not gonna be my position, but go ahead and like mischaracterize what I said.
I
Go ahead and,
didn't
like,
at all. I
misrepresent what I said.
haven't been doing
it's
it.
coming.
And
It's
actually,
coming.
I'm
We
going
already know
to
it's coming, but go
I'm
ahead.
going to ask you if I have it right again.
Okay, go ahead and ask me.
The distinction between male and man is male refers to biology. Man refers to the identity and also the behavior expressions. Do I have that correct?
Yes.
So if it's the case that a male is a male, then he can be a man when he identifies as a man, meaning he has to say that I am a man. And then he also has to his behaviors have to exhibit that of a man. Do I have that correct?
Typically, yeah.
Okay. Same would be it would be the same if this male, right, wanted to behave like a woman.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
It would be
I'm
this
sorry, I'm sorry.
if
Never- I
if the
misheard you. Said
male,
was the
if the male, right, he's a male, XY chromosome, but he wanted to behave like a woman, and he identified as Caitlyn. And that's what he identified as a woman. So that checks off the identity. And then he put on a dress and he acted like a woman. That would make him a woman, correct?
If he wanted to fit under that category, yeah.
If he wanted
that's
to
what he
fit
wants
under
to
that
be.
category. Okay, so based off of that logic, if a male, right, a male XY chromosome,
Go.
he wanted to identify as a pit bull, right? He wanted to identify as a pit bull, and then his behaviors was that of a pit bull. He ate dog food, he walked on all fours, and he barked like a pit bull.
They're already
That would make him a pit bull, correct?
God. No, dumbass.
Wait, so
Because
how
pit bulls
doesn't
can
that
be
make
male
him
and
a pit
females.
bull? But if he
Pit bulls
behaves
are
like a
comprised of
woman,
males
then
and
that would
females
make him a
already.
woman. What can you
we
point out
just
that?
went over
So
this.
here's my question, real quick to you. I got you, man. I got you.
Wait, hold on,
Plastic,
you asked me a
plastic.
question. You
I know
asked me a
plastic.
question, right? Let me answer.
Yeah, I got you. But let
Can I
me
answer
answer.
your
But let me
question now?
ask it correctly so you know exactly what I'm asking. If it's the case, okay, listen. If it's the case that his identity and his behaviors is that of he's a male, and his identity and behaviors is that of a woman, and he can identify as a woman, and it's fine. You can call him a woman. But how is it not that if he identifies as a pit bull and his behaviors is that of a pit bull, why can he not then be a pit bull?
Because pit bulls are a biological category, like they're a biological species.
Male
Like,
and
you think males and
female
females species?
are a biological category, and also men and women are a biological category.
Whoa.
How do
Nah,
we
that's
know
the
that
part
it's
you have
a
to
man
substantiate.
or a woman?
No, that's the part that you have to substantiate. I don't know if men and women are biological categories. Like,
You don't?
have to prove that, actually. You have to prove that, yeah.
Okay, so if it's just the behaviors, right? If we're only talking about the behaviors. If this if this person gets pregnant, then this would be in a category that only this person can get pregnant. And this person that got pregnant would be a female. And it doesn't matter what you identify as, even if you try to identify as a man, but you get pregnant. Well, we know that correlates to biology. So therefore, man and male correlate together because only a man can impregnate a woman, and also only women can get pregnant. So biology correlates perfect to man and woman.
No, it doesn't.
You just got fully refuted. You wanted an example, and I gave you an example. The behavior.
Are you gonna let me speak?
Okay, I'm letting you speak, but I've totally refuted what you just said.
Just like how I gave you 30 seconds, can you give me 30 seconds?
Okay, sure. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds.
So all you really said is that male and female are both different, that they possess different traits. Like females can reproduce, you know, like they can, you know, they have uteruses, they can have
behaviors.
Like we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to there in a second. But you said that males cannot get pregnant. Females can get pregnant. Okay, I agree. That doesn't change the fact that females can identify as men if they.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. You're straw manning what I'm saying.
No, I'm not actually.
You are. Every time I still man your position, and you told me that I got it right. You just tried to, restate my position, and you straw manned it. You didn't get it right. So I'm gonna tell you where you got it wrong. You want me to tell you where you got the position wrong at?
Well, where is it?
Okay. So where you got it wrong at, remember, you said that the reason why a male, right, cannot be a dog if he identifies and acts like a dog is because dogs have a different biology than a male.
No, that's not the reason.
Wait, I thought you just said that.
Male dogs. That doesn't make any sense. There are male dogs. Like female.
Wait. Like you said that it's in a different category, like it's a different species. The biology is totally different.
Yeah, they're different from humans. Me and you are both human. Like if I'm non-binary, I can still be human, right?
Yeah, that's totally fine. But like a man, like a male and a female is different from a biological level.
Yeah, we agree.
Okay, so if a male and a female is different from a biological level, I'm just simply saying if I am a male and I want to, if it's the case that the person can identify as something if they meet these two qualifiers, which is they say that they identify, they say that they identify as the thing, and also they exhibit behaviors as the thing.
Yeah, that would be typical, yes.
That'd be typical. If that's the case, then I'm just saying based off of those two factors, if I say I'm a dog, I meet that identifier. And then also, if I behave like a dog, I also meet the behavior qualifications of walking on all fours and behaving and barking like a dog. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay. Here.
Under your logic, a man can be a dog.
No. Here's the confusion that you have. You keep going over. We keep having like these logical leaps. Like you.
It's not a logical leap,
right? When we talk about.
Wait. So you're moving the goalpost now. You said there's two qualifiers.
Can I just speak?
Okay, real quick. Are there more than two qualifiers now?
I understand they have to show your audience that you think you're winning, but
no, it's not a win. I already won.
You want to win the audience. I understand you want to look like you're winning.
Listen. It's not about that.
You just completed your response. Now I can't fucking.
All right, go ahead, bro. I'm just saying two qualifiers. Don't add more. Go ahead.
We already said two qualifiers. We agreed on those qualifiers, and we agreed on the biological differences between male and female. But the problem is that you presuppose that a man or a woman have some biological reality. We already said that's not the case. That it's a social construct. And then we say like,
no,
if you identify
I didn't say that.
Hold on. And then what?
I didn't say man and woman is a social construct. That's what you said.
No, yeah, I said that. I said I agree on that. Okay, you didn't agree on that. I agreed on that. Sure, but I'm saying that you agree. That's what I said. Like those are my terms.
Yeah, that's your terms. Yes, your terms.
Yeah, okay. So that's going to be the case. But like every time you respond, you when you bring up man or woman, you forget that my definition of man and woman is different from yours. You still haven't made the case for why yours is a biological reality.
No, you missed it. I'm not doing. I'm doing an internal critique.
Not made a case for man and woman.
No, I'm doing an internal critique based off of the things that you say.
Claims. It's not internal critique because you've already stated your own side. But like, even if you're doing an internal critique, it would just be wrong. You would just like misunderstand my position. Then
no. How did I? Listen. All right. Okay. Did you get everything out?
No. Because I'm gonna keep going. Something one more time. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
So if it's the case that a dog is a biological categorization of a species,
then
it would not be the same as a female or male acting like a man or a woman, or one to identify as those two things. Because men and women would be like an identification of your gender expression, whereas a dog is a biological reality. Like no matter what the pit bull does, it's still a dog. No matter what I do, I'm still a human. No matter what you do, you're still a human. But I would say that you could still become a woman if you wanted to. Do you understand now? Because a woman and male and men are not biological things under my worldview. So like if that's the case, then What you're saying to me is not
okay. So wait,
analogous,
real
that
quick. You
can
said
become a
woman
dog.
and man are not biological things.
Women and men are not biological things. Correct.
Okay, got it. So woman and man are not biological things, and then dogs are what?
Biological. They are biological species.
It's a biological species, right?
Yeah.
So, but the only way that we can determine who's a woman and who's a man is by the two qualifiers, which is what they identify as, what they choose to identify as, and then also their behavior, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do we determine what's a pit bull?
DNA.
Okay, so we determine what's a pit bull by DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we determine what's a man or a woman by DNA?
Because men and women are a socially constructed category, whereas dogs are not a socially constructed category. Do you understand?
Okay.
Fuck.
So a pit bull is not a social constructed category, but a man and a woman is a socially constructed category.
Yes.
And based off of this socially constructed category, I'm asking you these two qualifiers, which is identity and behavior, that is what it socially constructs, right?
Okay. Before we go into that, what do you mean? What do you mean by behavior? Because I didn't use the word behavior. I just said gender expression. That's what I said.
An expression would be behavior, right?
It would, yeah, that would be a behavior, but it's not just behavior. I mean, the way you just frame it seems like kind of too broad, but like, yeah,
wait,
you can say
an expression. If you're expressing something, are you not behaving a certain way?
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
I
so
just
then
said that.
it reduces down to behavior.
Yeah,
right?
but that's not what a dog is.
No. Listen, if it's the case that it's all a social construct, do you know what a social construct is? A social construct is what we just all agree on.
Yes.
Got it. It's not rooted in reality, you're saying, right?
Yes.
Got it.
It's not a biological objective thing.
Got it. So it's just
an idea.
what we agree on.
Or category.
And based off of what we agree on, the social construct, two things make it up. It's identity, so what the individual identifies as, and based off of what the let me ask you this, based off what the individual identifies as, do other people have to agree that that is true for it to be true?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So
wait,
like,
what?
If
if a male calls himself a woman, but then I don't, and I say, listen, bro, you're not a woman, you a man, then he's not a man from what you just said. Then he's not a woman from what you just said. He will be a man.
No, that's not what I just said, because you're just one person. But like, if everyone else disagreed and like rejected that social construct, then yeah, that would be the case, I guess. Because
wait, everyone?
Like you said, like you defined earlier, social construct just means like things that society would generally agree on.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense because society does not generally agree that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. Society does not agree that gender is a social construct. Society does not all agree on that. You got the right and the left. They've been going at it forever. And then when we look at the world, the majority of the world does not agree with what you just said.
No, okay. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but
no, that is true.
There's definitely a collective agreement upon many societies where they believe that gender is just an
no, bro, you're incorrect. A majority of look at all of Muslims. There's billions of them. Look at the freaking Asians. Yes. There's billions. Asians do not believe that a man can be a woman and a woman can. They don't believe in transgender ideology. They don't promote that stuff, bro. You're just incorrect. Now, maybe Japan may, they would, but China doesn't. And there's billions of them Chinese people. And there's billions of them Muslims. And then the majority in Brazil, they don't believe in that. Africa, all of Africa, that is banned. Transgender ideology is all banned. So I'm telling you, the majority of the world do not agree with you. So that means that that wouldn't even be a social construct because they don't all agree. From what you just said. You just said that it's only a social construct because the majority of people agree that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a male. and a woman can be a man.
Why they agree? The reason why they agree is because like the expectations and roles associated with being a man or woman are created by society. Do you agree?
Wait, you said that the expectations of someone being a man and a woman is created by society?
The expectations and roles associated with being a man and woman are created by society. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree with that. The expectations of a man and a woman is from their biology.
No. Listen. The expectations and roles associated with being a man and woman. Like, for example, if you're a man, you would expect yourself to behave a certain way because of a masculine trait.
No, it's just your biology, bro. You was born with nuts and a penis. You can get someone pregnant. Bruh, you a man. You're a boy, and you can turn into. You have the ability to grow up and to mature into a man.
Wait, so you don't believe that any masculine women exist then?
If you're talking about masculinity and femininity, I tie those to virtues, and it can be some overlap, but a masculine virtue, we know that that's a different topic though. But I'm talking about
like, what I'm saying, expectations and roles. I'm talking about femininity and masculinity. Okay,
so even if it's okay, well, let's get into it. Even if it's femininity and masculinity, I'm still telling you that the majority of society, they know that it's a boy or a girl or a man or a woman based off of the biology, not what they feel they are or what they dress up as or claim to be.
I don't think the scholars agree with that.
No, scholars, they actually agree with me. The majority of scholars agree with me. They don't believe in the whole gender identity stuff, bro. So you're just incorrect. But let's get back to this, right? So if it's the case that gender, from your worldview, your ideology, it encompasses two things, which is what you identify as and also your behaviors. I'm simply saying someone can identify as a dog. They claim that they are a dog and their behaviors are that of a dog. A chihuahua walking on all fours, barking like a chihuahua. Arf, arf. I don't know how to freak chihuahuas bark, but they do, and they do it just like a chihuahua. I'm simply saying, with the logical entailment of your position, you, my friend, you plastic, you would have to call them a chihuahua.
No, you're just lying.
No, I'm not lying.
I don't even believe that.
That's what your worldview reduces down to. But
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, listen, man.
Those are not. Hold on. Can I respond?
Listen, man. You've been refuted, bro. You've been refuted. It's just pointless. I had fun with him for a little bit, chat, but went a little too long. Yeah, I know y'all was getting tired of it. I seen Aziz in the chat. Seen Aziz. Y'all like, move on, Cooley, move on. But I wanted to have a little bit of fun with him. Cooley, I can't hear you, sir. What? Maybe it's just your audio, bro. Maybe it's just your audio, bruh. Yeah, W Stillman, exactly. I Stillman his position perfectly. He was so mad. He was so mad. Like, bro, if there's only two qualifiers, which is identity, what someone chooses to identify as, and also their behaviors, then I can say that I'm a freaking alien from Men in Black. Stupid. He's an idiot. A dork, dummy, idiot, loser. You get those words from me because I don't cuss. I don't use the B word, the F word, the SHIT word. I don't use those words. So you get the other words from me. Dork, loser. And actually, those words are actually funnier than the cuss words. Like, yeah, you can call someone a bitch. All right, whatever. But you call someone a dork, it's like, that hurt the soul a little bit more from what I've witnessed. All right, we got BB sending in $10. He says, my new pronoun is God/man. I identify as that, and that's my expression. Exactly, right? Freaking idiot. And the only reason why I let it drag out because I wanted you guys to truly see how delusional they are and how they move the goalposts and don't have a good justification. Well, oh, bro, you can't call yourself a dog because the biology. Well, what? Male and female don't share the same biology, but they can call themselves man and woman. Oh, because man and woman is like that's just a social construct. Well, what does this social construct consist of? This gender, whatever. Well, what does it consist of? Well, identity and also, your behavior. Okay, well, a dog falls right into that, right? I could walk like a dog, bark like a dog, and I say that I'm a dog. My nigga, I'm a dog. Under your worldview, Plastic. And with a name like Plastic, his chick gets boned by other men. Had the nerve to say, bro, you're a Christian. You can't say that. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm telling you that that's what's happening. Yo, someone go save Plastic's girl. I'll put it like this. Plastic girl is getting a lot of plastic up inside her. Matter of fact, I don't even know about that. He probably the one putting on the plastic. Everybody else raw dogging it. Macau. She gets raw dogged out. Baby oil Diddy style. All right, we got Tiger sending in $10. He says, Cooley, I was trying to join on TikTok earlier. No worries if you didn't want to bring me up. Just wondering if you saw my request. I'm TikTok illiterate. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I got you, Tiger. I'll bring you up right now. I just accepted you, Tiger. Come on up. I didn't see you. I was freaking debating him. I didn't see. I just accepted your request. So if you're in here, I guess it would come right up. Why don't you come on up, man? We got Outcome says, I play the game too. Christian is 400 times more. Whatever you talking about, bro. Come on up. You click the first link in the YouTube description. Don't be a comment warrior. Come on up. Oh, Tyga, I see what you say. You're trying to debate with Plastic. Yeah, my bad, bro. I didn't see it. My bad, dog. My bad. We got Trench Warfare sending in $5. He says, this clown is so dumb. He subconsciously called his transgender friend him and man. Yeah, I know he did. Get him off the stage. Love your podcast. Keep exposing these fools. Yeah. I'll have my editor make up a clip of that. We're not going to clip up that whole thing. We're going to shorten the clip because it was just dragging. I already refuted his argument, and then I was just, having fun just because. Come on, TikTok, folks. Anyone that wants to debate on TikTok, come on up. Click the link. Folks on YouTube, come on up. It's going to be the first link in the YouTube description, or click the link that's pinned in the comments and you can come on up on YouTube. Kick this idiot. Yeah, I know I was seeing that a little bit. Y'all was definitely tired of him being up there. Then I'm like, all right, let me get him up off here, man. Everybody on YouTube, get the likes up, man.
Hey.
All right. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and can you turn on your camera?
Oh, I can't turn on my camera because I'm a hijab. I'm Muslim. Sorry, I cover my face. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. You're Muslim. All right. And let me get your name and age, and what do you want to debate?
Elia, 22. Feminism ruined relationships.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Feminism ruined relationships. Let me go ahead and get your claim to why you don't think it did.
Amazing. So I don't believe feminism, of what people use it now to be, is what feminism actually is. They claim it's the definition of equality. I don't agree with the original meaning either. The original meaning is to degrade men and put women higher than them. I agree with feminism in the sense that I'm entitled to my rights.
You got rights?
He has his rights.
You're entitled to your rights?
I believe so, yeah.
You wear a hijab?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And why do you wear a hijab?
I wear a hijab because Allah commanded me to, because my religion tells me to.
Because Allah told you to wear a hijab?
Absolutely, yes.
And who enforces the wearing of hijabs in the Muslim
Allah.
culture?
If you don't choose to wear the hijab, it's not Muslim culture, Muslim religion. Culture and religion
Muslim
are distinct,
religion, yes.
Muslim religion, that's okay. In Muslim religion, speaking purely from the Quran, no one is to enforce it. It's up to the woman. If she chooses not to wear it, the husband is to tell her to do so. But if she chooses not to, there's no force upon her. There's no punishment prescribed in the
within
Quran.
The religion, okay. Now, what about within the culture? Yeah. Within the Muslim culture, who enforces it?
Oh, within the culture, a lot of men claim to try to invoke it, but it's not correct. Because I go by religion and religion only.
So within Muslim culture, men do enforce the hijab.
Culture, by the way. There's no such thing as well, no, they try to, but the issue is this is not what my religion preaches, right?
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking a question about you wear the hijab because men enforce that within the culture. They enforce it by the influence and also by force as well.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm actually a convert to Islam. So no man has forced this upon me. I choose to wear this. I wasn't born a Muslim.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you weren't born a Muslim or not.
But you can't say it's for you.
It's not the point. The argument that I'm making is this.
Hold on.
I'll tell you the argument that I'm making.
I know the argument you're making because you just...
No, you don't understand. Let me tell you. I was asking you questions, but you don't understand what I'm getting to in my question. So I'll let you know. And I'll give the floor back to you. You came on here and you said that, well, I don't agree with feminism and the early stuff of feminism, but I agree with, how feminism is now. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, that's a straw man. No, that's not what I said. That's a complete straw man.
Okay, all right. If I totally fine. If I got it wrong, correct me then. What did you say?
Yeah, I will correct you. So I'm going to correct you on 3 points and please allow me to finish. So what I actually said is the current definition of feminism, they class it as equality. I don't believe that's the original definition of feminism, right? The original definition of feminism is that a woman puts herself higher than a man. And you can look this up, okay? The creator of feminism, I forgot his name, but it was actually a man who created the feminist movement, right? And his idea of feminism was to create the woman higher than the man, right? Now, the current definition of feminism we have, I don't agree with. I believe the true definition of feminism is to know your role as a woman, for the man to know his role. The last thing I want to correct you on is
that wouldn't be feminism. What are you talking about?
That is feminism, and I'll explain why. I'm happy to explain why, but the last thing I really do want to correct you on.
Wait, feminism is the movement towards egalitarianism and to dismantle patriarchal systems. That was all of the founders. That was the agenda for all of the founders. And that's still the agenda for feminism now as it is today. What are you speaking about?
Okay, so no, it's absolutely not. So a feminist now will tell you, why are you staying at home with the children? You should be out shaking your nyash on a boat. That's what they'll tell you, right?
Okay, and the same things that feminists would tell you now, they would tell you that in the 1920s too, the suffragettes.
Excuse me, host. Feminism is the host that is suffragettes, but not feminist. They was absolutely not feminist. They was forced out of their homes to protest because their husbands did not want to be at war any longer. So if you actually look into
Dane, come on over to TikTok. I got you, Dane. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. But also, I do want to correct you because you said to me that you said to me, oh, well, the culture, the men enforce the hijab. Well, like I said to you, I'm a convert and I haven't been forced to wear the hijab by anyone. So that negates that.
Yeah, you're just saying that you chose to wear the hijab, but that wasn't my argument and my position saying that they force you to wear the hijab. That's why I said, let me tell you my position so you can actually, let me give you my argument so you can actually know. But first, let's just get some things corrected because let's get the semantics out of the way. Feminism is the movement towards egalitarian systems for women to have equal rights to men, and the agenda in order to do so, the agenda was to dismantle patriarchal systems while appealing to certain patriarchal systems. That's what the movement was for. That's what it is when it started, and that's what it is now. Nothing really changed. So what you're saying that, oh, well, feminism, the feminists now, they would say that, oh, women shouldn't be women shouldn't be in a house and taking care of the family and children. No, the suffragettes back then, they would say the same thing. They wanted women to be independent and up from underneath a man. They viewed nuclear families as being oppressive. So you're just incorrect.
They wasn't
Listen, you're incorrect on your historical facts of feminism.
Excuse me. You just made a very bold claim. You just said that women in the time of this. Hold on. Excuse me.
Stop it. You're incorrect on your historical facts of feminism. This is why.
Bring it to you. Hold on. I'm going.
We're
to bring
speaking
it to you.
past one another.
Hold on. You just made another blunder, right? You just claimed that the suffragettes were below the men at that point, and they wanted to get above them.
I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that. What did I just say?
You insinuated.
No, what did I just say?
I will still man you right now. You just said to me that the suffragettes at the time, or the women of the time, they wanted rights. They wanted to be independent women. This is completely incorrect. Completely incorrect.
Okay, so they did not want to be independent women. What did they want to be?
Finish. They just wanted the right to vote. This does not mean
they just wanted the right to vote.
Yes, that's
exactly
what they wanted.
Prior to even having this was prior to the 1960s and the 19th Amendment. Yeah, women wanted the right to vote, but they wanted to be in the work.
I'm talking about the times of the suffragette.
Okay. Listen.
It's funny how you're promoting feminism, but you don't know the definition.
Woman, stop it. You're just talking and you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Since you don't even know what feminism is, and the ideas that it posits and all of that, you don't even know.
I explained to you.
So you can't even argue.
Hello.
On the
You're
upside,
me and then telling me that I can't argue it.
Stop it. Hush. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm just trying to create some decorum here because you don't know what you're talking about.
Decorum would be you to shut up and
decorum would be you shutting up and understanding your position and wearing that hijab. Listen, I don't know why you're up here speaking about and trying to be an trying to be pro-feminist when your entire religion is anti-feminist. You loser. You're wearing a hijab that a man wants you to wear. God doesn't want you to wear no hijab. Are you retarded? Are you dumb? Are you dumb or are you retarded? That's what a man wants you to wear. That was propagated and influenced by other men for you to cover up yourself.
This is why is he always angry?
Men wanted you to cover up yourself, and you're covering up yourself. You can't even you can't even prove that the Muslim God is real. First, demonstrate. Listen, I want you to do this. Prove to me that your God is real and the right God. Prove that to me.
Great. I will do that to you right after you show me.
Okay, do that to me now. Go ahead. Do it to me now. Go ahead.
You made the claim first. You made the claim
Prove
first.
that your Muslim God is the right God, the real God.
I don't think you know how to debate.
Go ahead.
I don't think you know how to debate.
I'm waiting.
Just go okay, great. So the etiquette of debating, whoever makes a positive
claim. No. Don't speak about no meta ethics. You just said that God. You just said that God wants you to wear a hijab. My claim is no. The Muslim men want you to wear a hijab. So first, you would have to demonstrate that your God is the right God, is the real God.
Number two, we can speak about real
you
God.
Adhere to what men tell you to do.
Which man?
The men in your culture.
Like I told you, I'm a convert. I don't know any Muslim men.
Okay, so you don't know any Muslim men. So are you married?
I am married. I'm married actually to a convert like myself.
So you're married to a Muslim man. Stupid.
Are you okay? Is he Muslim? Is he Muslim?
Hey, yo.
Is he a Muslim?
Something wrong with
Is
you.
he a Muslim?
This is why, listen, this is why your camera
Is he
needs
a
to be on.
Muslim?
For everybody else, we got to
Not
have
everyone
cameras
can have a
on because I think
podcast.
people
Start
just like to
taxing for
come up
podcasts.
and they like to lie,
Start
bro.
taxing for podcasts.
I think
Is he a
people just like to
Muslim?
come up and lie and speak nonsense, but you didn't have any good arguments, so you're out of here. Show me your God is real. Facts. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, my God. Okay, great. Great. Show me that God is real over the Christian God. And your Quran, it tells you, there's passages in there that tells you to, oh, if you don't know, then talk to the Christians. Oh, man. So pathetic. Like, how's she going to come up here and try to argue and say that feminism did not ruin relationships? So basically, you're saying that you're a feminist. I got it. I got that. And she did say it because she said that, well, you know, feminist is something like, she just tried to like change the definition of feminism. It was like stupid. She didn't know the historical facts of feminism. So that's why she was just dumb. Her man should also make her wear hijab, great, but then also take TikTok away from her. Nigga, you're not doing your job good enough. Forget the hijab. Take the phone away from your chick. Why does she have a phone? Why is she allowed to come up on stream and talk nonsense? Forget covering that chick up. Take the phone away. We don't want to hear her voice. Oh, God dang. The sound of her voice was annoying. We didn't even see her. Her camera was off. I know you was trying to, like, women wear the hijabs because you want to cover up how they look. No, you need to cover up her voice. Put one of the, like, the dog things around her voice where if she talk, it zap you. She started talking and get zapped like, hi. She just gets zapped every time she speak. You Muslims need to stop y'all women from talking. That was kind of funny. Anyways, chat, this was fun. You got anybody else up here? Oh, yeah, we got some more people backstage. Let's bring them up. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. All right. Guess we'll be back soon. Looks like he got it paused. Okay. Welcome to No Fugazee. Were you here, bruh? All right. Let's get him up out of here. Let's bring someone else up. All right. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, your age.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm 33, and my name is Ibrahim. So I just came here to ask you a question. Yeah.
And
what is the question
you
about?
got a camera to turn on, man?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Turn it on.
Yeah, so right here. So my question to you is, you said to prove the Muslim God, right?
Yo,
so first of all, what is
you
the
didn't
Christian God?
turn on your camera, bro.
My camera is on though. I don't know why you cannot see me.
Nah, I don't see nothing, bro. You lying to me, man.
No, my camera is on, brother. But each time I turn it on, it said live pause. I can screenshot it and send you a direct message if you want.
All right, man. So, welcome to the show. We got 2 prompts. Which prompt you want to debate?
No, you just made a claim. You said like to prove the Muslim God. So I'm a Muslim.
Yeah, well,
so
I was talking to her.
Oh, that's why I came up then. I guess we have nothing to talk about, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, cool. We got how many people in here on YouTube? Let's see. how many likes. I don't think the likes and the people we got up correlate, so we're gonna have to make some changes. 169 likes with 169 people up here with 96 likes. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Like the podcast now. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? A like is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Like the show. I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours. We got Dane Snyder sending in $5. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, we got BB sending in $10. He says, would you move to a country under Sharia law with your conversation question? If so, good luck with your attitude and clickbait. Facts. Oh, man, that was a good question for her. I should have asked her that. Would you move to a country with Sharia law? We got Yo Boy Liam sitting in $2. He says cancer. Yeah, bro, that chick was annoying. We got the Dane Snyder singing $5. He says non-binary challenge. Claiming non-binary concedes that there's only two genders and that you are a third. Question. So in that worldview, it's not a binary. That is facts. We got Dane Snyder again sending in, once they concede that non-binary is third gender, they'd be that third gender, but they'd want to traffic amongst all three as yet a fourth gender. On and on. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, it's just going to be many, many genders. This is why most of them believe in like 37 genders or something like that, bro. It's just all personalities. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. Let me go ahead and X that out. Anybody else that wants to debate, come on up. All right. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Let me get your name, age, and what do you want to debate? All right, that chick just left. Someone said logic is free, and here we are. Yeah, man, it is free. Hey, David, you got me through a third of my shift, G. Appreciate it. Hey, man, I got you, brother. I got you. I got you, man. Keep listening. Hey, subscribe to the YouTube channel. No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. It's better to watch there, bro. Watch over there, man. It's much better. Way better to watch on YouTube. Also, you're notified of when I go live. You get to watch the girl shows and also my debates. So it's a much better experience. Someone said, bro, I follow Nick. You follow me on YouTube? Well, bro, you need to be watching on TikTok. Don't pay nothing. I need everybody on TikTok to go to YouTube. Prior to me getting banned just like an hour ago on TikTok, I had over 300 people on TikTok. I had more TikTok views than I had live viewers than I had YouTube live viewers. Which, because I'm shadow banned on YouTube, so that isn't the norm. But for right now, it is. It is the norm. All right, we got. Let's see. Anybody else that wants to come up, man, and debate? Come up now. Or I'm going to go ahead and wrap up stream. Come up now, or I'm going to wrap up stream. Any other super chats in here? I think that's it. I think that is all we got. Oh, man. Dane Snyder sending in $2. He says, if there are 37 genders, then they'd be number 38 and on. Yeah, I know, bro. The list goes on and on. Afghanistan is 100% under Sharia. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know there's a stronger delay here from TikTok. So like even when the person's camera is on, there's a delay. So don't worry. Starting next week, I'll give my YouTube audience a better TikTok debating experience. And also the folks on TikTok, I'm probably just going to have to use OBS. I'm going to have to suck it up, use OBS, and dual stream it that way. So the audio and the visuals are synced on both sides. And then people on YouTube can come up and people on TikTok can come up and y'all can debate one another. So that's a promise that I'll do for you guys. That is a promise. I'll give you guys a better experience. Starting next week, you will get a better TikTok debate experience on both platforms. I got y'all. And one of the reasons why I wasn't really trying to spend as much time, because I freaking always get banned on TikTok. Like, I don't even cuss. How do I get banned? How do I get shadow banned on TikTok? They just ban the stream. Because if somehow like I can stop getting banned, I probably got to like censor all words. Yeah, I'm going to do some research over the weekend, and I'm going to have like a script of words that I can't use and then a script of like pseudo words or words to replace the words that I can't use. So then when I'm up here, I'm going to use the right words and then enforce other people to use the right words, or I'm going to just kick them off in order for me. Because then I think I can really grow my TikTok live streaming audience to like 1,000 people. I truly believe that, chat. Everybody on YouTube and on TikTok. If I can somehow do it in a way where I don't get banned, I can definitely grow the TikTok audience, live audience to 1,000 people. I can do that fast because, yo, TikTok, I'm well known on TikTok. I don't even post clips on TikTok really too much. Other pages post me and tag me. So like the No Fugazee name is super popular on TikTok. I'm more popular on TikTok than on YouTube. Like you see all of these other like liberal creators and liberal streamers on TikTok. Bro, they be streaming for hours, 3,000 people watching live on TikTok, more than that, and they never get banned. I'm like, bro, how? TikTok is just unfair though. It's ran by these folks. I mean, YouTube is as well, but ever since Trump in office, YouTube been being okay, right? They've been being a little bit more lenient or a little bit more, not necessarily free speech, because I still got to use this button to talk about these people. But, you know, it's what it is, right? All right, chat. I'm up out of here. This podcast was No Fugazi. Next live stream is going to be next week, Tuesday and Thursday, open panel debate night. And then we got a girl show, full panel girl dating show next week on Saturday. And we got a lot of clips dropping. I'm going to be dropping a lot of clips. My editor is going to be clipping up a lot of these debates. So if you missed any of these TikTok debates, I had a lot of them today. So if you missed any of them from tonight's stream or Tuesday's stream, we're going to post almost all of them on YouTube, the clips of it. So you guys are going to be able to rewatch it. So all of the TikTok folks as well, going over to YouTube is No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube. And yeah, man, I'm out. Peace.
No Fugazi. Fugazi.
And y'all see the suit too, man. Listen, new studio, new podcast by the spirit, not by the letter. Bro, we can go verse for verse all day long. Doing new things. Men are okay with understanding the reality that we are in competition with one another. But you ladies think that you're special. You are in comfort. Men are men of their word. So here's my word. I'll fly you out here and we can do it in person. And after that, we can box. I'm about my business. So remember I said, when I ask you these questions, I will dismantle your entire argument. That's the end of the debate, my dog.
I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39.
Belly.
Yeah.
You look 39. It's okay though. That man isn't intimidated by a woman like you. He's annoyed by a woman like you. Because a man doesn't want to date another man.